Yeah, them my own. You say it, but them my own.
These bitches do anything to get drafted or join the team. Before I even shoot my shot, I got them hooked like I'm Kareem. See me up in that range, they say I'm pulling up from 3. Swish, baby girl, that's a game winner. Me and man, they the same nigga. Door suicide in the coupe.
Welcome in. Did you see Angel Reese got down and got busy tonight? It was a big game at ATL, and Angel showed up and showed out, making her own way, or I'm saying calling on her own number, making that great impact that she always do for the team, with the team. And it was completely a onslaught, all collectively with the defense by the Atlanta Dream. Come on in, hit the like button. We gonna talk about it today. Today is the day we talk about Angel Reese and her impact and what she's done in the ATL. That day has come. They be like, man, bro, Cloud, you know all of these things. We've been waiting on you to talk about what's going on with the, you know what I'm saying, with the Atlanta Dream and everything that's happening. I just wanted Angel to go ahead and have her day, because I wanted to hear all of the nonsense. I wanted to hear all of what the haters had to say. I wanted them to go ahead and get down how to get down full throttle. I wanted them to say all of the nastiest things that they can say. So the Angel Reese on this day that she did show up and show out and call on her own number, no matter what, we know that Angel is a complete impactful player. Angel Reese definitely looked so good in this game. I already knew that it was going to be a W from the way that I seen baby girl was being aggressive, started off aggressive. Caitlin Clark pulled out a win themselves with a little old feisty rally stuff that was going on with Caitlin, you know what I'm saying, and the Valkyries, the Indiana Fever with Raven Johnson along the way with Aaliyah Boston, pulled out the win. But we're going to talk about how the game went thus far with Atlanta Dream, and we're going to start with my team, of course, on how effective that Angel was, not only in her rebounding, nope, in her scoring, yup, in her way of attacking the rim, yup, in her passing, yup, and also making sure that she had enough space to work out. And Semeco made some calls that, we was like, I don't know why Lance Hillman was in. I don't know. But, hey, Carl Semeco had it worked out the way he wanted to work it. And that's it. I ain't finna be arguing with no Semeco about his team. You know what I mean? I just, they came out with the win, which, that's all we wanted it to happen. So it happened. Let me put my glasses on and we're going to get down to it. Naz Hillman had 36 minutes that she played, 6 points, 3 for 6 from the field, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, no free throws, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 turnovers. A lot of people was like, why Naz is out there 35 minutes? Well, he feels safe with Naz. He feels safe with Naz being in that type of rotational pivotal point. He wants somebody that he can trust that was there from the beginning of the franchise. Her and Ryan Howard are the two staples that was there that was in that organization after they did a purge. Ryan Howard and Naz Hillman put the drywall on the wall. So respectfully, I know we coming. You know what I'm saying? I know we are all coming over to Atlanta, and we are, you know what I mean? We are welcome with loving arms. So, we going to respectfully give love, you know what I mean, to the Atlanta Dream fan base that was already there. We're going to give respect to them because, of course, we understand that, the Atlanta Dream been working on this for years to be in this spot, because last year they was in the top 3. Sometimes they was in the top 2 last year of play. So they have been working on it to get their game better, to get the team better, and they got a blessing to get our baby goat, the baby goat Angel Reese. So Naz Hillman had the 35 minutes, and we gonna be satisfied with that. Semeco know what he doing. Let everybody just chill out for a while. You know what I'm saying? Just chill out. It's game 5. You know what I mean? It was game 4. I'm sorry. It's game 4, and we'll see how he adjusts in those type of rotations. Ryan Howard, she had 35 minutes. She had 25 points. She was 7 for 12. She was very efficient this game. 2 for 3 from the three-point line, 9 for 9 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers. She took care of the ball. Let's talk about Ryan Howard. This the Ryan Howard that we want. This is the Ryan Howard that we want to look at. Ryan Howard, this is what we want. We all want to see you here. We all want to see you function in this way. This is what we want. You know what I mean? So Angel Reese had 32 minutes. My baby goat had 15 points. She was 7 for 11 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. She had 9 rebounds, 2 assists. She had 5 turnovers, but that's something that she gonna clean up, I'm sure. That's gonna get cleaned up along the way. We already know that was going, you know what I mean? Some of the calls was questionable, but 5 turnovers in the game, along with Naz had 4. So, handling the ball and going through an offense that she's learning. She's learning this. We only in game 4, chat, so just calm down. We only in game 4. Y'all know Angel could get, more efficient on handling the ball than that, because we didn't see it happen. Alicia Gray had 34 minutes. Alicia Gray had 16 points. She was 7 for 14 from the field, 50%. She was 0 for 3 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, and 1 turnover. Very efficient with the ball. Jordan Canada, 30 minutes. I did not know what Jordan Canada was trying to prove. I didn't understand. I was trying to really figure it out. I didn't understand what the hell was going on with Jordan Canada. But you know, Jordan Canada is very, very fast. Uh very, 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 very fast. And she's one of the fastest point guards in the game. So Jordan Canada had 30 points. 30 minutes. She had 9 points, 4 for 9 from the field, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and only 1 turnover. So she took care of the ball. Jordan Canada took care of the ball. She was efficient from the field. So I don't want everybody to get carried away. It's just that, you know, we don't want to see Jordan Canada doing no one-on-ones with people that's too tall for her. And it's an obvious block or a turnover. We just want to get into that. You know, we want to get into how we want her to be more, you know, of a passive guard. But, you know, hey, you know, like I said, Semeco knows exactly what he's doing. So he knows what he wants. Actually, he's tentative of what he's doing. Cone had 4 minutes. She had 2 points. She was 1 for 1 from the field. Medina Olcott had 8 minutes, chat. 0 points, 5 rebounds, 1 block, 2 turnovers. We got to get better. I know my baby is a rookie. We got to get better. We need that big old body. We need scoring from Olcott. Olcott cannot have a goose egg, chat. She cannot have a goose egg. Y'all see that? Olcott cannot have a goose egg. You know, I know my baby, she, you know what I mean? She's a tentative, but just like Keisha and Tony was saying, they wasn't really looking to give the bigs the ball in their spots. You didn't see a lot of them trying to find Olcott and Angel. Angel had to make her own, you know what I mean? Angel had to make her own way to the basket. You got what I'm saying? Angel had to do her thing. You feel me? So India Navarre. I like India Navarre. She only played 5 minutes. She a good defensive player. She had 2 points. Isabel Burles had 2 minutes. She had 2 points, 1 for 1. And then, of course, my baby Bob Tahina Pow. She was 3 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from the 3-point line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. We already know, and 2 turnovers. We already know that Tahina Pow, we do want more minutes for Tahina. You know what I mean? Some of those minutes that he gave Jordan Canada, that 30 minutes, you know what I mean? I would just say, you know, Jordan Canada could have played 23 minutes. And if Pow was able to get her 20 minutes in, you know, kind of make that guard situation a little bit better. Because I'm going to just be honest with y'all. Tahina Pow runs the offense better. To me, this is just what I've seen in in actually these 4 games. Tahina Pow runs the offense better than Jordan Canada. Because Tahina Pow makes sure she go and look for Olcott. She makes sure she looks for Angel. She looks for, you know, those bigs that's down there making the right pass. I'm just saying Tahina Pow running a point for this team. I think that Tahina would do much better, especially when AR is on the floor. You got what I'm saying? So I'm going to go to the Dallas Wings. The Dallas Wings, Rike Gumawale stunk up the club. She had 2 points with 25 minutes. Jessica Shepard had 31 minutes. She had 10 points. She was 5 for 11, very efficient. She had 11 rebounds. She had a double-double coming off of a triple-double on Chicago ass. She busted a triple-double on Chicago, a double-double tonight. She had 10 points and 11 rebounds, 2 assists. Alana Smith stunk up the place. She only played 10 minutes tonight. I guess the coach Fernandez is getting to see Alana Smith out of a system and not how, you know, Cheryl Reese made her look good and was able to get Defensive Player of the Year. Paige Beckers. Paige had 31 minutes. She took a good fall to the floor. She was not efficient tonight. She was 3 of 13 1 for 6 from the three-point line. After that fall, she pretty much was out of the game. She did not recover and come back. Odyssey Sims had 14 points. She was in double figures. She was 5 for 6 from the field, very efficient. 1 for 2 from the three-point line, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Alicia Clark had 4 minutes, a goose egg. AK Awak Kair, she had 17 minutes. In her 17 minutes, she scored 16 points. She was 6 for 6 from the field. She was 2 for 2 from the three-point line, and 2 for 5 from the free throw line. She really, really had a good game. You know, those were the times. Of course, Angel was not in the building. Angel was not on the floor on most of that. It was Nas trying to stick her. They didn't make the adjustment, you know what I mean, at the time, and AK was hitting, you know what I mean, that 3-ball like butter. Maddie Segrist had 17 minutes. She only had 5 points tonight, 2 for 8 from the field. And then another night with Lee Rue. What y'all, do y'all think Lee Rue is going to get waived? It looked like Lee Rue going to be getting sent back to China. Unless he just won't leave the Rue in there for being a big body. You know, sometimes he do, you know, it worked on, you know, Chicago, though. Leah Rue, she didn't score many points, but her big body caused problems for Chicago in that game. So, you know, Leah Rue, I don't know, she might be getting sent home to China because China going to write another letter to Fernandez and say, listen, Pancho, get your stuff together, Jose. Listen, get your stuff together. and Jose Fernandez is going to be like, look, shut up talking to me. I know what I'm doing. AZ Flood had 7 points. She was in there 21 minutes. She was 3 for 9 from the field, 1 for 4 from the three-point line. It was a defensive onslaught. It was a defensive onslaught, chat. I'm just saying, you saw the Atlanta Dream all over the place. Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serv'n Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Listen, hey, much love to Keisha from Cut That Ish, Real Talk Sports, and my girl, So Pretty Tony, and my little brother, Duval, with his crazy butt. My name is the Gingerbread Man, and please, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe this channel. Share this channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. And also, if you would like to be a member, an honorary bread maker, this is the time to be a member of this channel. But most of all, I want all of the 221 people that's in this building, I want y'all to go ahead and subscribe or share this podcast, because guess what? Nobody else talks better. I'm going to have my panel doing some work tonight. My panel going to get down. I'm going to have an open panel after this, after I take care of the business with the Indiana Fever. But I definitely am going to talk about, we're going to have game talk. I'm looking forward to you, T. Camilla, ADP, all of you guys, MSL, you know, to have a nice open panel. And as we go, I'm going to have 4 members at a time. I'm not going to have a full-blown panel like I usually be doing. We just going to cut it down to 4 on the panel, and we're going to talk. And then when you have your say, you could drop down or, you know what I mean, give it to the next person if it is someone in line. But if not, we're going to have a good time tonight and talk about the Atlanta Dream, talk about the WNBA, talk about everything that is transpiring right now. What's going on, Brother Jonathan? I see you in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give a little maintenance and a little love to my, listen, a little maintenance and a little love to my people that's in the building and always is here with me, and I have to do it. Hey, my sister, Tierra, how you doing? Love you. Live life, love. Hey, I love you. I appreciate you, Brother Jabari. Nephew, I see you. My sister, Donna Cox, who, held me down from day one. Brother, Lou is in the building. Not for the weak with her pretty self is in the building. Yeah, bye GME and Y. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you being in there, and a bread maker at that, y'all. We got new bread makers in the building, y'all. MSL is here. She wins. My baby niece is here. ADP Creations. Go over to ADP and y'all go hit that subscribe button. Y'all turn on your notifications because my sister is a very, very good breakdown on actually the mentality to be able to play in the WNBA and of course the NCAA doing the women's sports and what they go through. I see you in here, Bob Jones. I see you, brother. I appreciate you coming in. Hit the like button. Cool Beans, I love you, man. Appreciate you, Cool Beans. Hit the like button. I see you in the building. Skull Brand Nation, you already know what it is. Big Lou is in the house. In there, Vinso, Vin's son Moore. Okay, 536. Hit the like button, subscribe. I see you up in the building. My brother Van is in the building. I just have to do my maintenance. I know they be like, man, bro, Cloud, you get shot. Max, I see you in the building. Robert Jones, my brother. Loose ball. We gonna talk some Indiana Fever talk tonight too. So you know what I mean? Get your beer. Get your cold beer. MDT, you're going to be coming up on the panel. So once I drop the link, come in. My boy, Happy. Happy been with me, y'all, over a full year. I appreciate you, Happy. You already know. Happy. Appreciate you staying with me, man, and being diligent. Hey, my sister Bernadine Dorsey, I see you up in the building. I see y'all. Listen, I see everybody in the building. I see my boy Brooklyn, the 80s baby. You know what I mean? Good take. You know what I mean? You saw your little snippet. You know what I mean? I gave you some love. I put your snippet out. They was hitting the snippet out. You know what I mean? I know you saw it. I saw you even comment. Who comments on their own take? Nobody but Brooklyn, Eric, and ass. hey, Brooklyn commented on his own damn take saying, yeah, I think that guy was right. And it was him. I ain't never seen it before, John. He said, yes, sir. So, y'all, we going to have a good talk. we going to talk about Caitlin and Angel. Both have wins tonight. Both of them look good tonight. You know, Caitlin was doing her thug thistle today. She was doing a lot of thugging. You know what I mean? She was about to get into fights and stuff like that. We're going to go over all of that type of stuff that transpired. You got what I'm saying? But we gonna definitely get into the Fever's game. And the Indiana Fever tonight, the Indiana Fever beat the Valkyries. I thought the Valkyries were going to pull this game out. They was playing at the same time at Atlanta Dream. I was watching on the other screen. Tiffany Hayes, she was going in her bag. But listen, the Valkyries, Kayla Thornton had 10 points. Kayla Charles had 4 points. Kia Stokes had 2 points. Gabby Williams had 6 points. Veronica Burton had 17 points. Gabby Williams was sticking up the play. She didn't even close the game out. Saloon had 4 points. You know what I mean? She looked like she was thrown off, especially with the confrontation that she had with Caitlin. The Valkyries down the stretch got thrown off their game. They didn't stay focused. Caitlin Chen and Tiffany Hayes. Listen, when Caitlin Chen is your leading scorer, you know you're going to lose that game. When Caitlin Chen, I want to show y'all, when Caitlin Chen is the leading scorer for the Valkyries, with all of them other stars on there, and Kayla Thornton, I know she coming up off of a hill, but when Caitlin Chen is the leading scorer, when Caitlin Chen is the leading scorer, chat, I'm just saying, you know that's a Valkyrie loss. I'm just saying. I mean, I ain't gonna be mean about it. I'm just telling the truth. Caitlin Chen cannot be the lead scorer on this team, especially she playing the point guard. She had 18 points. She was 7 for 11 from the field, 2 for 2 from the three-point line, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Tiffany Hayes had 19 points. She was 7 for 13 from the field, 2 for 2 from the three-point line. and 3 for 3 from the free throw line. She had a good game, but they did not pull this game through. I think that the Indiana Fever crowd and the Indiana Fever was on their comeback run. The physical play was not able to. Okay, go ahead and turn your stuff on. What's going on, Mo 3? What's happening? Yeah, get ready. We finna have an open panel tonight. We gonna talk that stuff. It was a legacy night for Chin. Yeah, I guess it was, brother. So the Indiana Fever still trying to find their way on how they're gonna play with Monique Billings. I had made sure that I watched the playback, the replay. So I only saw like the playback. They got most of like the highlights of what happened, but it looked like Monique Billings is still trying to find her way on this team. She had 11 points. Lexi Hall, after a big game that she had yesterday or the day before, the day before, she had 7 points in this game. She was 2 for 5 from the field, 2 for 4 from the three-point line, 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Aaliyah Boston had 29 minutes that she played. She had 20 points. She was 8 for 15 from the field, 1 for 3 from the three-point line, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. She had 16 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston is doing Aaliyah Boston things. Aaliyah Boston is, I believe she also going to be on first team again, because Aaliyah Boston is definitely balling out these last couple of games, especially, with her and Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark had 32 minutes. She had 22 points. She was 7 for 15 from the field, more efficient than she's have been. She was 4 for 9 from the three-point line and 4 for 5 from the free throw line. She had 2 rebounds. She had 9 assists. She was 1 short of a double-double, 1 steal and 1 block. Kelsey Mitchell had 19 points. She was 4 for 10 from the field, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, 11 for 11 from the free throw line, and 3 assists. Maisha Haynes-Allen had 2 points. Raven, my baby Johnson, had 7 points. She was 3 for 5 from the field. You know, Raven going to be efficient. She going to take care of the ball. She going to do whatever she need to do. She had 2 turnovers, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Sophie Cunningham had 11 points. She was 4 for 8 from the field, 2 for 5 from the three-point line. Everybody else had goose eggs. Now, as we see, both teams won tonight. But the most impactful players, I will agree that Caitlin Clark was very impactful in this game. I cannot lie. Caitlin Clark, even though she does not have defense, that is not her quality, and Caitlin Chen was running her over, taking her to the hoop. Caitlin Chen was eating. It's nothing that you can do about that. It's nothing that you can do about that when you got Caitlin Clark out there, playing a Caitlin Chen and trying to play defense. It ain't gonna happen for you. But Angel Reese, we gonna talk about Angel Reese more after these messages.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about.
So I had to do the rundown of the game, and I'm gonna give my take, and then I'm finna drop the link for those who want to come up. Mo 3, if you want to come up, you're very welcome. T. Camilla, I told you I want to hear from you tonight. Definitely tonight, Angel Reese looked good. Angel Reese was also, of course, y'all always see when Angel Reese does her intangibles. Angel Reese is damn near, perfect when she's able, you know what I mean, to do her thing and work the mojo. But they have not, Semeco has not worked out on how to put Angel, not just in the pick and roll, but in the play action. You know what I mean? It'll be nice to see Angel in the play action and also her running the action herself. What that looks like, I don't know yet. We only in game 4. So you're going to hear from Ryan and Angel right now.
This season, you guys have outscored the opposition 91-53 in the fourth quarter. What is it about this team in the fourth quarter and then just the offense and the way you were able to close games?
Well, oftentimes we're coming from behind. So still trying to have that fight and still trying to, make it a game and, try to come back and win. I wouldn't necessarily say that's been a good thing because we're down. But the fact that we can do it in the fourth quarter when it starts to matter the most, it just shows our resilience.
Angel, y'all were able to hold Dallas to under 70 tonight. What was the difference defensive-wise that y'all were able to do?
Yeah, we emphasize a lot on defense. Carl also talked a lot about what the team looked like last year when the first 38 minutes, we were the best team in the league. And then the last 2 minutes, we were last. So we need to make sure, we wanted to make sure we emphasize 40 minutes of good defense and continue. And then it was a little rocky because of the offensive rebounds that they were able to get. But we took pride on that coming out in the second half, and I think we dominated well.
Imagine using your skills and experiences to inspire young minds. We see the teacher in you.
You guys pretty much led this game for the entire game, but you guys went down 64-63 with 7:35 to play. What did Coach Semeco kind of tell you guys at that point?
He really didn't have to say anything that we weren't already saying. Just continue to lock in and, do the things that were working. I think we took our foot off the gas a little bit in that period, but being able to come back after that and get back to what was working, get back to doing things and making things hard and just making, the easy play for us.
Hi, Rye. Leading tonight with 25 points, just out there intense. How did it feel to come back after being absent in the last game? And what was your mindset going against this young Dallas team?
I mean, it really doesn't matter the team, honestly, but just being able to have a game like this in the first game back, like you mentioned, is a confidence booster. Obviously, I know that the team's probably going to look on me to make, easy plays for everybody. And so being able to have that presence on the court instead of, just telling what I see from the sidelines, I think it helps us a lot.
And also for Angel, just playing here at Gateway Arena, sold out crowd. How did it feel just playing in this? I know you said you were spoiled in the State Farm. How did it feel playing tonight and the intensity of the crowd?
Yeah, I felt the same. Obviously, it's a smaller environment, but it felt more intimate. You can feel the crowd. You can feel every moment. You can feel every whistle, every possession. So it was really cool. And this is my first time seeing them extend the seats on the side near our bench, which is a cool experience also for fans. So trying to get as many fans in here as we can and just to enjoy this winning basketball with Atlanta.
Hey, Angel, it's Meg Hall with USA Today. I wanted to ask you about the relationship that you're forming with Jordan Canada on the court. I noticed that y'all had a kind of a little one-person game going on there. What's that been like, developing that big guard relationship?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how we can get our 1-2 punch in the ball screen. And sometimes I don't set a good enough screen, and sometimes she misses me. So we're just trying to communicate through that and figure out how we can execute as best as we can. I told her kind of before the season, I want to be that 1-2 punch from the pick and roll that's like unstoppable. So knowing we have shooters on the outside, they won't double as much. But me and her are just trying to talk through and figure out how we can make things easier for the both of us.
Angel, how did it feel to have Ryan Howard back on the court tonight? And with her, what do you think her impact is? What do you believe her impact is?
Man, makes life easier. I mean, she can score at all levels, and then also on the defensive end, she brings an intensity to our team and brings everybody up and plays at a high standard every single play and every single possession. And she's just a great leader for us. I think all-star caliber player, MVP caliber player, and she doesn't get enough credit for it. So I'm grateful to be on this side.
Hey, Angel. I wanted to ask you about Awak. How did you feel about Awak's performance tonight? And then how do you feel about, your own performance offensively, kind of like putting things together as time goes on, games go on?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's gained a confidence being able to come out and come off the bench and being able to score and contribute to what she is doing. She showed a little bit of that in the first game when we played against her, but then I think she showed a little bit more of that tonight. So looking back at film, trying to figure out how we can slow that down and stop that. Players coming off the bench and not scoring as much. And I said that to the team too. We take matchups very personal in our locker room. So just being able to execute those things. But for me, it was just a bounce back game. I feel like I let my team down last game and didn't contribute in ways that I thought I could have. And even though I didn't play well, it came down to one possession last game and it could have went either way. But just being able to come back to practice, still have my teammates lifting me up, having my coaches lifting me up, and having another opportunity to play in front of our fans and win this game was cool.
And Ryan, how do you feel about Angel? You know, it seems like she fits right in with the team in terms of passion and just passion to want to win. You know, how do you like that? How do you like the fit so far the first couple games of the season?
I mean, I keep saying it. I think she's a missing piece. Obviously, we know that she's a passionate player, so being able to have somebody else that is going to, you know, follow us, but also we follow her. If she's really passionate, we're also going to be really passionate. But her being able to still be as passionate as she is and still, you know, make the easy plays, make the right plays. Obviously, she's really hard on herself. She just talked about last game a little bit, but, you know, we're going to continue to build her confidence. We're going to continue to let her know that we need her at every possession. I've been in her ear a lot about just, you know, staying composed because I know I'm going to need her in the long run. And so just making sure that she knows that and making sure that she knows her value to this team, I think is going to be super, super key to our success in the future.
For each of you, the last Dallas game, we had 17 fouls, but today was only 10 with about a minute left to go. What was the emphasis on playing defense without fouling?
I think just playing. I think just playing defense with pride. Obviously, all of the games have been, you know, 2 hours plus because of the foul. So just adjusting to how the refs are calling it. Obviously, just, you know, we want to play fast. We know that it's not possible if you have a ton of fouls called. And so being able to, you know, actually play defense and making them take tough shots and, you know, taking away their easy options, I think that's been helpful for us.
Angel's so smart. You know what she want to say, but she didn't say it. She wanted to say the refs suck, but she didn't say it. She would have said it last year. So she very smart and strategic, you know, because she did say it last year about the refs. So she did not say anything to take a fan. Angel just let Ryan have it, and I'm so glad that's maturity on that part. I really, because she don't need to be giving them no damn money on no damn.
She had some terrible calls in the beginning of the game,
but she can't say it. She can't say that, MSL. That's unprofessional.
I know.
You can't say.
No. I'm just pointing it out. I mean, I guess we all saw it, but in case nobody
we
noticed,
all saw it. Yes.
Because they called 3 seconds on her while she was passing the ball. It's not like she was trying to do an offense. I've never seen a 3 seconds call when a person completed a pass and they called a 3 second after.
Well, you have to get out the lane completely. So if you know that, you would have to be out of the lane, period. Don't matter if you.
Yeah, but it happened so fast, bro, Claude. There was another play. I don't remember who it was, but they seemed to be camped out in the lane and they didn't call any.
Yes, they pick and choose, but the rule is you cannot be in the lane 3 seconds, no matter if you got the ball or you don't have the ball. So, you know, yes, I did have a problem. She did complete the pass, and I know.
And I saw the replay. She stole that ball from what's the $1 million girl that's not scoring again?
Lana Smith.
Yeah, she stole that ball from Alana Smith. That wasn't a foul.
So we're gonna go ahead and get done with this interview. Almost, there's a couple seconds left.
No, that's cool. We just point out bad officiating. Just point it out.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies, congratulations on the win. Ryan, I asked you last season about nicknames, and I know Angel already has a nickname, but do you have a special nickname?
What's the nickname?
It's not the Barbie?
No.
Damn.
Do you have a nickname for her yet? And also, Ryan, do you have a nickname that you like for yourself?
KK.
Y'all don't listen to Baldy over there.
Yeah, thanks.
No, I don't have a nickname for Angel yet.
I don't think we really have nicknames
yet. I
yet
don't have them cute nicknames
on the team.
I mean, the nickname that I have,
Carl calls her Rye Tom.
Y'all know what it is. But
Actually, your nickname is Permission. Any more questions?
they don't got permission to ask no more questions.
Permission to talk.
Man, Angel is so happy, y'all. Listen, man, I'm glad. They having fun. I'm so glad. We gonna get into a talk about the first things that I want to talk about and talk to the panel about is that from what they saw, the game, the momentum, and what changed in the middle of the third quarter to make the Dallas Wings go up. But what was that they saw that they corrected that they wasn't doing in the third quarter, where they corrected it in the fourth quarter? And what do you think Angel's impact in all of that? Because we know she sold out a multiple of minutes in the third quarter where Awak AK was actually flaming them up, you know, and also doing some things. Come back, MDT. Come back, MT. Where you at? Where you go? Oh, so what's that? I wanted to let everybody know. We gonna start. We gonna keep the main thing. The main thing we gonna have. I'm gonna put up my second board because this is for you know who this for. He know his name. Yeah. We gonna put up 2 minutes. You gonna have 2 minutes to speak and give somebody else a chance to speak. So we gonna do this by, you know what I mean, time is by per the boss. So the boss want you guys to have 2 minutes to speak, get off and land your plane, and we gonna go ahead to the next person because we do have 4 people up on the panel. MDT, come back. I don't know if he dropped down or something, whatever happened. But go ahead, MSL, definitely you can always lead us off because you be having real good bullet points. Go ahead.
Hey, Chad. I mean, obviously Ryan Howard played great. Nothing else said. I think Angel played very well. And I think in regards to Angel, I think she overcame the bad officiating in the beginning. I thought that was very good. I thought her aggressiveness, especially in the open floor, was what we were used to seeing last year in Chicago. It's funny she mentioned Jordan and the pick and roll because there was a pass that Jordan gave her in the paint. And if you guys remember, Angel went behind her back and took it up on the right side away from the shot blocker and scored. So I like seeing that. The turnovers we could talk about later in the show. And you can tell she felt like she was part of the offense, but you also know she could do more because Jordan missed her at least 3 or 4 times on the pick and roll. And Angel didn't get a lot of foul throws because of the bad officiating. So this could have been a 22 to 30 point game if things went her way.
Okay.
You said 2 minutes, so I stopped.
Yeah. Okay. ADP, go ahead.
Hi, Gummy. Y'all excuse me.
Hey, my mama.
Excuse me, guys. My sinus is kicking my butt, so I'm gonna sound like a little vacuum cleaner. But oh my gosh, I think it was a great game, but they got some things they need to fix. They really have to get in that paint because these other teams, they are coming. And they need to make use of Angel and Okot. They have to figure out, I don't know what they need to do, but they got to figure out how to get those bigs the ball, Angel and Okot, because they're looking good on the floor. They just need to get the ball given to them, you know. So, and they got to feed them. It was a lot of times Angel was open and they didn't pass to her. And you know who. I'm not trying to look side eye in America, but I'm just saying, yeah, she got to get used to it. But this is the second game that I don't know what it is about passing to Angel. So I think that if he if he fixes rotation now, Pow, oh my gosh, I love me some Pow too. So I think that if he fixes rotations a little bit, and I know, like you said, it's gonna take time, but these teams are coming to eat every game. They're not going to have but so much time to, get it together within these first, 10 games. And then these other teams, look how that paint, you see how that paint was tonight? It was kind of empty. Like, that can't happen, bro, Claude. I meant gummy bear. But yeah, so I think that Angel did good. I just don't like to see Angel when they could pass her the ball and she got her hands open or she ready to play and she don't get it. Like I get it's team ball, and yes, you do have to stop doing that one-on-one match stuff. We ain't got time for that. You have to keep it like a team chemistry, team family, team ball. Period. It can't be no ISO ball or I'm trying to make a statement. It has to be everybody on one accord. So if they stop doing that, bro, Clyde, then the game's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of confusion. And they could have been surpassed how many points they got tonight. They could have been past that if they had fed their bigs like they were supposed to.
Okay, we at the 2-minute mark. We gonna go ahead and do an extension. I just got a text. So y'all got the 3 minutes. Go do 3 minutes. I just got the thing from the boss. We gonna do the 3 minutes. I'm gonna keep the time there, but I'm gonna also ask Mo3 because I know Mo3 is the sniper of the group. Mo3 been with us from the beginning. This is my brother, my main guy. He even pushed back on me. So I love someone who just want to get it right. So Mo3, once again, what did you think that they could have done better? What happened in that third quarter, and then the adjustment into the fourth? Mo3.
Oh shoot, it's me.
Yeah, that's you, brother.
Oh shoot, my bad. I was talking
It's
to my
okay.
big brother.
It's okay.
Are we talking about the Angel game, right?
Yeah, the Angel game, the third quarter, they Dallas had came back and started leading the game. Actually, the fall off, and then what you think the adjustment was for the, we know Angel, but what was done in your eyes to pull off this win?
All right, I'm gonna start. I agreed with a lot of what ADP was saying about not getting the ball to Angel. It was more than a couple. It was a bunch of times she was open, and they either didn't pass the ball to her or they passed it way too late. And it wasn't just that one person. We all know who that is, but it was other people doing it too. It was one play down the stretch where Alicia Gray, she got caught on the baseline and Angel was wide open and she just refused to pass it until she was going out of bounds, and then she tried to pass it. And luckily for her, she got bailed out by a foul, or that would have been another steal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but it was but there was one thing that Angel wasn't doing that had me pulling out my hair. She wasn't crashing the boards. A lot of time it would be pick and rolls, and she would just stop and let the guards or whoever was running the pick and roll would go in, and she would just stand by like the top of the key or out by the 3-point line instead of running with them in case they miss to try to get a She should have had way more rebounds than that, but she wasn't crashing the boards. I don't know
No,
if she was doing it
he was
purposely, like,
playing
hey,
a
you gotta
5 and
pass
out,
me the ball.
Mo3. Yeah, he was playing a 5 and out.
I'm doing what?
I say Semeco was playing 5 and out, Mo3.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but still, that's whatever that was. That was garbage.
Yes,
So she
I
was
agree.
doing. That's it. I don't know why she was doing it, but if he's the reason why she's doing it, yeah, that nigga need to stop.
Yeah, because remember, this positionless basketball era has hit the WNBA. So you guys, Semeco is one of those ones. He's also an analytic cat also. So I don't really like analytics myself. I like the eye test more. I depend on what the eye is, but he seems a little bit versatile more on it. But he was having them, that 5 and out didn't work. It was getting everybody else cooked, and that's how the the Wings eventually had took the lead because they was monkeying up the water. They was gonna take it. They say, "Oh, you gonna play 5 and out with us? Okay, we gonna take advantage of this." And they got the rebound more times then, Atlanta, you know, during that period of time of them, you know what I mean, of them taking the lead. But we're going to go to MDT. MDT, go ahead. Can you hear me?
Did MDT watch the game? Isn't he an Indiana fan?
MDT watch all basketball.
Yeah, but the games were on at the same time.
Oh, did you watch MDT?
I watched both at the same time.
I watched, but I had them on too.
So, okay, I didn't. Y'all, I guess y'all are richer than me. Go ahead.
Nah, I was using picture in picture.
You was using the I got an Apple.
No, I could have if I wanted to. I was just lazy.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'm not broke yet. I promise.
Okay. MDT, did you say I gotta come back? Okay, go ahead.
Well, one thing I wanted to say though, the reason why that they won was because of their defense. I think their defense is the real key to them winning because their offense was kind of janky. Their defense, look, they had Paige shooting horrible. I've never seen Paige shoot this a day in her life. Going
Real
back to
bad.
high school.
Real
And
bad.
then Enrique only made one shot. Everybody was in the closest, the best shooter they had was Shepherd, and she shot under 50%.
That was bad. Yeah, Shepherd, but Shepherd, you know, she was coming off a triple-double too. So she had a double-double tonight, but she was coming off of a triple-double. So you know, the stat report, of course, Semeco stat sheet was to make sure that Jessica Shepherd wasn't gonna get off, and he put the baby goat on her and cut that water off. Alana Smith is self-defense. You know what I mean?
Did Alana even score a point?
Alana Smith had Alana Smith scored 2 points.
I was just gonna say that too. So check this out. Alana scored 2 points. Enrique scored 2 points. Paige scored 7 points and did Paige's girlfriend. I hate to refer to her as that, guys.
AZ had 7. Nobody was in double figures except for Odyssey Sims and Jessica Shepherd.
Yeah, she had 14. Odyssey.
Right. Odyssey had 14. AK had 15, and Jessica Shepherd had a double-double, 10 and 11.
But I'll give you my take on the offense when MDT is done, bro, Claude. Since you know, because I know he was talking.
Yeah, go ahead, MDT. No, that was Mo 3, but MDT, you back.
He's an Indiana guy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you guys hear?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Did you watch the game or you were watching Indiana?
MSL. Slow down.
I just want to make sure, cause
you being messy. They only here to cause confusion.
Yeah, but you saw I told you on the text you could get somebody else to talk about Indiana because I watched bits and pieces of the game, but I didn't actually watch the game. I even watched the highlights like you, so I'm not gonna sit here and perpetrate a fraud.
I ain't up here gang banging like you do. You know what I mean? I watch basketball.
You try to start trouble. I'm very nice. I'm very nice to MDT, right? MDT, I'm very nice to you.
He ain't respond. See that?
He ain't respond. So what? We the Crips? Like what's going on here?
You the Crips and the Bloods. MDT. I think his mic is messed up.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now. MDT.
Somebody stole your microphone, MDT, since we talking
my computer was messing up. I was having issues, so I got on my phone now. But I was watching both games, and MSL. I'm rewatching the Dallas game right now. I saw what was going on, and it looked like Atlanta pulled away in the third quarter. They were boat racing them. So yes, I have multiple televisions, and I watch the games. Obviously. A little bit.
There you go. Right.
I got some seed money from Bro Claude, so you know he threw me like a couple
it's good
bucks.
To have friends in high places.
That's right. He felt bad for me. Remember how I almost got deported? You know when I went up to that preseason game, he felt bad for me and sent me a couple bucks. So
he did some of that old school rap money, right?
Hey, you better cut it out.
That OG old school rap money. We know you got to hit under the mattress, Bro Claude.
I didn't say it was a lot, you know.
Hey, no, Don't listen.
Don't worry, we won't tell the 3-letter agency. We promise.
And you know what? It may even came in the form of EBT, but I didn't care. I made a deal and got some green out of that, so no worries.
We got some racial profiling here. What's going on?
Hey, well, you know
you know I'm Hispanic and I'm playing.
Right, he's Hispanic.
I'm just kidding.
He's a brown brother, so he all good. We in the hood. We all in the same hood together. We on the same the railroad track. MSA also.
Well, you know, we got 3 types of browns, though, right? We got the white ones, we got the black ones, so we got the ones in the middle. I'm not gonna ask which one he is, but you know, let's just be clear with that, because you got the ones from like Argentina and Ecuador and stuff. It's mostly European, but the culture may be Hispanic. I'll give it that, but you know, but a lot of them feel they're more European than they are South American.
You Mexican though, right?
Yeah, I'm Mexican American. I was born in the Midwest, so you got to give me a little grace. I was born in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Nebraska, okay, it's a Cornhusker state.
That's right. But I consider myself a little bit worldly. Maybe not as much as you, MSL, but enough to get by. You know, enough to stay objective about things.
Yeah.
A Nebraskan or
about
which criteria?
Just go on with yourself.
About many of things, whatever you want to talk about. You want to talk about social issues. You want to talk about sports. You want to talk about life. I'm your dude.
Bro, Claude, you do not want to hear me talk about life and all this other stuff, but go let him talk.
MSL is full of shenanigans.
Let's just say sports is not the only thing I know.
Guys, come on. Let's keep
Okay. Can I comment on the game?
Yeah, ADP, you the mother of this right here. Could you comment?
I just said keep it the main thing. You know how MSL is. He for the rights of the people, so you know he gonna say something, bro, Claude.
No, MDT is cool. We just having fun, ADP.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily.
I know. Okay, so he's gonna have the floor, and then MSL just is MSL, bro, Claude. I'm in the nurturing corner over here. Go ahead, MD. Go ahead, do your thing, baby.
Okay, so I watched the game and then I looked at some of the stats, and Atlanta just shot the lights out of the ball. Almost 60%. You're going to win some games with doing stuff like that. And it looked like Dallas didn't even show up. I think I saw they held AZ and Paige to 7 points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were going to let Paige do anything, because she'd been lighting it up. You know, they were talking, and really, remember what I said last time, MSL, you can attest to this too. You were there when I said we were talking about the Clark and Angel debate, and I was making the case that Paige might be the next one they're trying to push. Atlanta may have taken that serious, like not in our house. You're not doing that here. You're not getting off here. So.
No, she definitely they was twins. Her and AZ Fudd was wearing twinsy shirts. Definitely the night number 7, and I think that overall, guys, Angel Reese was a dominant force this game, and she did everything that we wanted her to do. The only thing that we didn't get, guys, was that the guards could have been more passive to her. Well, I'll just put it out there on the floor. Pow was finding her. Jordan Canada didn't, and she had a one-on-one game. She had a one-on-one.
Yep.
I'm gonna just go ahead.
Go ahead, say it, Gummy.
I don't want to be that person though. You know how I am, ADP. I be trying to, but Keisha gonna be like, damn it, you and Keisha tell me to go and say it, so I'm gonna say it. Jordan Canada did not look good in the way that she was performing in this game. I did not like the format that Semeco was playing, that 5 and out. That does not work for me. It definitely did not work for them, because that's what happened to their rebounding. And just like Mo3 was saying, it was forcing Angel to have to run to the basket instead of being there at the basket to get the rebound, so that the offense can be reset if she wanted to decide of grabbing it off the rim and bringing the ball up, or pushing it out to the next player so that they could get down court faster. I think that 5 and out did not work for them in offense. And then in defense, during that third quarter, he had took the double big situation out of play, and
he commented on that in his press conference.
Yeah, Nas Hillman. Yeah, I'm about to play him.
No, you should, because it fills in a lot of blanks.
Yeah, Nas Hillman definitely is one of his favorites, and
chocolate.
I understand that he feels safe with Nas people. He feels safe. Nas was there from the beginning. Her and Ryan Howard, right? They were the draftees of the Atlanta Dream, and I get it, Atlanta Dream fans, y'all that's tuning in. I understand how you feel about y'all babies, right? We coming over and sharing love, but as it goes, guys, I just want to keep, like I said, I want to keep it real with everybody and not make everybody feel like we blowing smoke. And I just want to call the game the way it's supposed to be, in the standout way, because I did not understand why. And we finna listen to Carl Semeco.
Can I say something before you do that?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, sister.
I don't think it's so much as that he has favorites. I think that he has to get used to implementing a good rotation for the new players. But I don't think it's like about favorites. I think it's about how you get used to a certain pattern, and then that pattern has to switch up. Sorry, guys. That's what I think.
And he talked about that directly pertaining to Angel and Okot. He directly addressed that, and he assured the reporters or whoever was listening that Angel will be more incorporated into the offense, and he explained why what you see now and what you'll see in the future, or at least what you should see in the future.
Okay.
So
here go Carl right now.
Take it away, Dutch. Obviously, we got off to a great start in the game, and then you give Dallas a lot of credit. They kept fighting. They were crashing the boards hard. They were getting up in passing lanes. They got some turnovers that they got to turn into points. But I'm really happy with how our team responded. The last 6-7 minutes of the fourth quarter, we got good shots. We really made it difficult on them, and we were able to get a little bit of separation at the end.
Coach, Ryan kind of already talked about this, but in that fourth quarter, when Dallas went up 1, you called the timeout, and that's when you guys went on that run. Just what did you want to see from the team at that point?
Well, better play, really. I think in that particular timeout, I just said, what do you want to do now? Like, we put ourselves in this situation. Are we ready to do what we need to do to get out of it? And we talked about what we wanted to do in the timeout for the first 2 possessions, and they did exactly that. And then I thought that picked up their intensity again defensively, and I thought we were playing the way we were capable of playing down the stretch.
Just as a follow-up, was there one particular player that kind of spoke up during that timeout, or was it just like a collective effort?
It was more of a collective effort. I mean, I think they understood that, we had some turnovers that led to runouts and easy baskets, and we put ourselves in a bad situation. They were doing a good job making some cuts behind us in the second half, so they got a few easy baskets that way. But at that point, we realized that, hey, they're denying. We just got to cut. You can't, if we run a play and they're denying that pass, that's no longer the play. Move the ball somewhere else, and we'll get into the next action. We know how to play together to create shots, and I think they did a good job in the fourth quarter closing it out.
Coach, I think one of the things we've seen is holding them to under 70 points today, defensive wise. What do you think about the defensive effort? What were you proud of? What were some things that you, against a 3-yard team like Dallas tonight?
Yeah, I thought the defensive effort was outstanding. I mean, there were stretches in that game where that's about as high level a defense as you're going to see. And so, and I hope we can get better, but I mean, some of it was just really great communication, great effort by all 5 people, forcing them into tough shots. I mean, to hold a team that's this good offensively under 70, and if you think about it, a lot of the points we gave up were we didn't get a chance to defend it. We threw it to them, and they got to run out for layups. Like when we got them in the half court and we were able to work together defensively. I thought we were very, very good.
Hey, Coach, we spoke before the game about trying to slow down Paige Beckers. You guys held her to 7 points tonight, career low for her. 43.5% of their points today were by Odyssey Sims and a walk Weir. So what went into kind of being able to put that stop up against Paige?
Well, it is a team effort, but like Rye had her probably 90% of the possessions, and Rye was just fantastic. You know, her strength, her length. She only got separated from her a couple times. There's a couple times where she went to help and really wasn't. She's trying to help, but you just can't leave Paige. So, but you know, Rye is locked in, and you know, Rye had just an amazing all-around game. I've seen it in training camp all year. This has been a different approach for Rye from the very beginning of this year, and I think we're starting to see what she is capable of becoming. And I'm just really proud of the way she played today, and hopefully it keeps building from here. But that was just an all-around, high-level, exceptional game by Rye.
Hi, Coach. We just spoke to Angel, and she mentioned how hard she is on herself in terms of just performance. I'm curious, what was it like for you to see her have that bounce back game tonight?
Yeah, it's good to see. It's one of those things where you want to be great from the very beginning, but like you're in a new system, you're learning the system, you're trying to see the opportunities within the system. I don't think it's realistic in 2 weeks to suddenly understand something. And a lot of our language is, there's no way to know it because I made it up. Mm-hmm. So there's no way to come in and just be like, oh, I got this. It takes a little bit of time. So I'm just glad that, you know, she got going a little bit, and, you know, she was key down the stretch for us, had some key baskets there, you know, and she continues to contribute on the defensive end as well. But, you know, she's going to be great. Just everybody just needs to have a little patience and give her time to learn this and see where her opportunities are.
Coach, back here. Meg Hall, USA Today. Of course, official. We gotta be
let's be official.
Wanted to ask you about India Navarre and Medina Oka. I noticed that you kind of deployed them a little sooner this game. What's been your confidence level in them after, I guess I would say, the Aces game where they made an impact? And just, you know, what did you see that you felt like, hey, I wanna throw out our rookies out there today?
Yeah, you know, we have to get them out there. So I wanted to give them a look early, so it's not like one of those things where they didn't even get a feel for the game until late second quarter, third quarter, and then they're getting their first chance out there. You know, we had a chance to go with starters longer today because we've had such a long layoff, but now it's day off game, day off game, day off game. So we're going to have to cut the minutes a little bit for everybody. And so our bench is going to have to be ready to go in. And I'm glad they got a little taste today, but you know, even Sunday, it's going to be more. We're going to have to rotate some players more. So you'll see India and Medina. And I thought Sika did really well with her minutes, and I probably should have got her in again. And we were about to go to her in the fourth, but then we had a group out there that started playing really well, and I didn't want to be the one to screw it up. So I let them out there to finish it.
Coach, we saw you play Medina and Angel for a little bit together. What went into that, and what did you think of it? And do you think we'll see that more often?
Yeah, I think we will see it more often. The issue is then, like, we're trying to get everybody up to par and learn one position, and then they're in different spots and they're doing different things. And you can do it in practice, but then in the game to remember both spots isn't easy. That'll be something that as time goes on, we'll get better at it. So then we can use it more. But I think they can play together. I don't think that'll be an issue because they can both move their feet. They can both guard. So, you know, hopefully it'll be something that we see more of in the future.
Coach, Papa was perfect from three tonight. What was her impact on the game, in your opinion?
Yeah, she really shot it well. She's given us a lift. She's had some big games for us already. I think she's grown a lot since last year. You she's definitely somebody we could have got more minutes tonight, and she's earned them. So I would expect in a couple days from now for her to even have more minutes out there, especially if she continues to play the way she is.
Coach, you kind of alluded to it already. 18 turnovers, which resulted for 25 points for Dallas. How do you kind of plan to change that or correct that for Sunday?
Well, most of them are when either you're doing too much, like just let's move the ball, get into the next action. So we're just going to have to sit down, watch it, and say, all right, they guarded this pretty well. Now it's just time to move it and let some other people work. We got a lot of good players. The other thing was just, they're in passing lanes and stuff, and we're like, we'll throw it anyways. And it's like, well, that's not really a high percentage play now. Like, we got to just cut, move. It's hard to be denying everywhere and not get back cut if everybody's just moving. But if you stand around and you just beg for the ball, it's a lot easier to force turnovers and play in passing lanes. So we just got to make sure if a team's being more aggressive, we space them out, we cut hard, we work to give each other easy passes. So there was definitely some sloppiness with that, and it did allow them to get back in the game. So it's something we got to clean up.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bro Claude, you there?
Thank y'all. Join the channel. It was the microphone. I was talking and it was muted. Join the channel.
I thought like aliens took over the channel or something. Sorry.
Yeah. Join the channel. Be a part of the channel. Connect and share so that we can grow. We can only grow this channel if you guys participate in the growth of this channel and also the network itself. So, of course, go to my family. We got ADP up here. Make sure you go over and hit the like button, or even, check out her videos and subscribe to the channel. Us here in Simply Ball Dropping are asking you guys to do us a favor and completely stay with us, because as we grow, you grow, we all grow, and we are family. So I appreciate everybody coming and me trying to do what my due diligence is and deliver you guys a good product. So I appreciate that. We're gonna go to the panel, and then we're gonna get into the Fever game and cover that also. So what I want to do is, panel, do you think Semeco in a vacuum size? Hey Tiffy, in a vacuum size panel, do you think that Semeco need more work, or do he stay steadfast so they can figure out what he got going on right now, or do he move forward to something else? So I want y'all to, go ahead, Tiffy Cole. I'll let you answer this first.
Cool. Thanks for having me up here. I just probably could went last because I don't like Carl Semeco. I'm looking at him with one eye open, one eye closed, because he's an analytic first coach, which is kind of like, I didn't like what he said about that's not a high percentage pass. That doesn't make sense to me. This is basketball. You got to play it based on the feel of the game. And to me, what he's saying is, oh, it's going to take time for players to learn the system. Yeah, that's fine. But also, if you're going to have a motion offense, you need to have schemes for the post. I haven't seen any of that. A pick and roll is not enough. It's not. He should have back cuts. He should have elevator screens where the guards come and set a screen for Angel or Nas, and then they can do high-low actions. To me, he relies way too heavily on these guards, and their basketball IQ is very low. It's very low. They can pass to each other just fine, but when it comes to entry passes, there's only one guard on that team who's good at entry passes, and that is Tahina Palpap.
Absolutely.
And that's because she came from South Carolina, and she played for multiple years, 2 years, with a 6'7" big. Everybody else, they just gotta learn. They just gotta learn. And most importantly, he has to learn. because you can't be an analytic coach, you can't be a runner-up coach of the year, and your playbook is looking elementary. He's drawing that playbook with crayons. So to me, I say, Carl Semesko, I'm gonna give him 2 more games before he start pissing me off, and I'm gonna start dragging him real good. Because if you are a coach, if you are who you say you are, I don't want to see you just relying on shooting. 5 out doesn't make sense.
More play action, right?
Yes, when you're playing a team with bad posts, it's no reason that Angel should have less than 20 shots. I don't care. Angel and Okot, they should have 30 shots together because the weakness is the bigs. So exploit that.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Good job. I'm gonna let the ladies first. ADP, go ahead.
No, I have to agree with Tiffany. I'm looking at him too. I'm giving him grace, and I'm gonna give him the next 2 games because remember what? That's game 5 and 6, right? He gotta get that paint figured out. Those bigs, Okot and Angel, have to be fed in order to beat some of these other teams. Or they're gonna start losing these games. He has to. He got to figure it out, and it got to be somebody else besides Pow Pow helping them out and getting Angel the ball. It has to.
Did you think that? Did you think that
Huh?
Jordan Canada? What was the problem with Jordan Canada? Is it the problem that she can't see over someone, or what she took some one-on-one advantages? What did you see in that?
Well, she did this the last game. I don't know. Maybe it's a phase that she's going through and she has to learn how to include the new players. But it's like, I think sometimes she get it where she has a team on the floor, but it's more of a one-on-one with her, whoever she's covering or whoever's covering her. And maybe I'm thinking that's what it is, because she had a lot of opportunities to try to get others the ball and stuff like that, but she didn't. She chose to try to keep taking them on and on. When you know good and well, girl, you know better than that. You've been playing ball long enough. So I think she has to figure it out. She's gonna have to figure out that chemistry between her and Angel and Okot, because they're gonna be the difference maker, Brooklyn, for the Dream. Those bigs are. They can't leave that paint open like that. And I get Semesko, and people be talking and stuff like that, and they say the same type of stuff every time they talk. But I'm a type of person, don't write me to death. Prove it to me. So I need to see a little bit in each game.
Fourth game with the same explanation, right?
Yeah, with the same, yes. And I get it the first 2, you know what I'm saying, first 2 or 3, but now we getting ready to go into game 5. I need to see it, even if it's a little bit, I need to see it. How they play tonight, if they do that with some other teams and Angel she don't necessarily have to get a whole bunch of rebounds, but I'm saying she had the opportunity where she could, but the way that he did the rotation, whatever system, how you call it, Tiffy, whatever system he's playing, I didn't like it either, because Angel definitely wasn't in the paint enough or under there to get the rebound. It's like if he don't figure it out, he's gonna overwork his bigs. So let's see what happened in game 5 and 6, but don't talk me to death. Prove it.
Yeah. Mo 3, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of feel I don't know. I was feeling good about what he was saying, and then Tiffany kind of changed my mind a little bit.
Tiffany do that.
Yeah, because the reason I was with what he was saying, because he was addressing what I was complaining about, and I was like, okay, so he see it too. Like, like they didn't want to pass the ball. Like you doing your stuff, you got caught, but instead of passing the ball to somebody that's Angel that's jumping up and down, you decide to go do your own thing, and that ends up into a turnover. And that's another thing. I think he was talking about the turnovers too. I think that comment that he made about the high percentage, that was in reference to questions they asked him about the turnovers. And he was saying that's one of the reasons why we got a lot of turnovers, is because people see that the pass is not going, is it got a great chance of not getting there or getting stolen, and they still pass it anyways. And he's like, that's not a high percentage pass. Why would you do that? More likely or not, it's going to end up in a turnover, and you still pass it. And he's like, yo, we got to stop that. That's what the high percentage thing he was talking about. But yeah, I'm kind of like 50-50 because that five out thing that he doing,
Mm-hmm.
it's
I don't
it's
like it.
not it's not working. Because for it teams are not falling for it because what that is supposed to do is, and I don't remember who actually was saying this, that it's like he uh he favors the guards. That style of play is guard favor because what it does is it clears out the paint so the guards can have more room to operate. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice, Dallas wasn't going out. They leave Angel out there and they crash the boards.
They still double and triple her though, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they double and triple her down past the free throw line or below. But when she's out at the top of the key and 3-point line, they're not doing that. They crashing the boards. It's
Mm-hmm.
limited shots times they shot the ball and Angel was right there. She couldn't get the rebound because it's like 3 or 4 Dallas Wings
Dallas
players
Wings in the middle.
under the basket crashing the boards.
Well, I
Mm-hmm.
also think they were different games in different quarters because I think in the first quarter they made a concerted effort to get her the ball. That's at least how how it seemed to me. And they did double and triple her, and then she made the proper pass. But you ever notice early in the game, Angel makes the proper pass out the post, and they for whatever reason they missed the shot. Like they've yet to be able to hit like 3-pointers in the first quarter because that would establish it, right? Because obviously, if they start hitting their shot, she's getting the assists, then everybody feels a little better, right? They hit their shot, she got the assist, and then maybe the offense flows a little better. But you were speaking, so my bad.
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but what I'm speaking to is specifically the five out thing.
Mm-hmm.
That specific set that they run, that particular offense they go to is meant to draw the big people out. But you do the reason why it wasn't working is because the guards refused to pass the ball. They're supposed to pass the ball, and she's supposed to at least attempt that midi right there. So now, once she starts hitting that, they have to come out. So it gives the guards to a higher chance of making a basket because it's less people playing D on you, or if you miss it, a higher chance you get it because it's against another guard instead of bigs, because the big is out there trying to defend Angel from making a jump shot, but they wasn't passing her the ball, so she can't attempt the shot. So they like, why would we go out there if she's not gonna shoot? We'd rather stay right here, affect the shot, hope or miss, grab the rebound, and keep it pushing. That's how Dallas was able to come back.
Mm-hmm.
This game, Dallas should have lost this game. Atlanta had to win this game 2 times.
Yes. Yes, they did. And that was my
They,
whole point.
yeah, half time they was up by 13 or something like that, right? They was up
Yeah.
13, 50, something like that. And then it should have been over the way they were playing, but then they started doing that stupid 5-out stupidness, and it was one and done. If they missed the shot, that's it.
Yeah.
If they every time they missed, that was it. So the guards had to score. They didn't score, that was it. And
Yeah.
that's how Dallas was able to come. That's not the main reason, but that's not the only reason, but that's the main reason. It was a lot of one and dones.
Okay,
And
MDT.
I don't like that.
MDT. I'm gonna let MSL go blast because I know he got the show floor, and I really, really want to hear his breakdown. So he's gonna go over my time module because we finna change subjects, but I want MSL to put the
Okay.
bomb down. So go ahead, MDT. MDT.
Okay. I thought you said you wanted MSL to go
No,
first.
I want MDT. I want you
Okay.
to, and MSL gonna end it.
Okay. Well, I've been listening to everybody, and and like I said before, it looked like they were, you guys were shooting really, really well, and then it reminded me of who was in the game and who's playing, and the changes from who was on last year's team compared to who's on this year's team. So I believe Okada's new, Angel's new. Last year, you had Brianna Jones in there. She's not playing right now. And maybe this is a question for MSL. Could that explain some of the stuff, or I don't want to call it uncertainty, but maybe confusion that's going on with what you guys are talking about? I don't really speak in basketball terms. I'm not as knowledgeable as you guys are about that, but I do know who was on that team last year, And so you got a lot of familiar faces, but the two new people are the guys that you are talking about. Is there some sort of adjustment that has to be made as you play your season? And is there an impact with Jones not being in there? Because I remember last year, she was very effective. She was one of my favorite players on that team to watch. She seemed like she was a dog, and she's not there playing anyway. Does that factor into what you guys are talking about?
That kind of does. It makes sense of what you said, because what you just made me think back last year. I still don't. Me, Mo3, and Tiffy, and ADP. What we're saying is, brother, the offense that he has is elementary, and when I say elementary, means that it's easy to read. And by it being so easy to read, that's what you saw the comeback for Dallas in the third quarter, because they knew exactly after they got it, came out from halftime. Yes, they were intentional on the offense, but also they was able to get those steals. Remember the turnovers and the different plays that they had made, so that they can come out, you know what I mean, after they came out the gate at halftime real fast. The simplistic thing to talk about is that he has an offense, okay, guys. And then MSL gonna eat this all up. He has a offense. Okay, he says that the offense that he has, he's already had it. It's been here since last year. Okay, Semeco, we understand. You trying to let us Angel fans?
He's gonna have to adapt.
I'm trying to say what it is, brother, and you gonna eat it up. I'm just giving you a layup at this point. Semeco, I understand that you're trying to tell the Angel Reese fans that she just came and she's not being able to read your plays, right? I get it. I don't have to listen. Y'all got to pay attention. Pay attention.
Oh, we did. I heard him when he said something like, and look, this one I felt a little type of way, but I give Carl a call if I need to. Bro, Clyde, guys, did y'all remember? I know I was ear hustling on this thing. He said, you can't be out there, holding up your hands and wanting the ball. Did you hear that comment?
Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Who you think, guys? Who you think
that's Angel? That's Angel.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm gonna let you have the floor, bro, Clyde. I was just thinking about that. I keep playing that.
Keep the main thing. That's what we were talking about. See, that's right, ADP. So I'm saying some people miss that.
Right.
No, I heard him say it.
I get it that he's doing it. He has to learn. He's gonna have to find his way. He's gonna have to adjust. He's gonna have to adjust or have no choice. Or a player like Angel, she will make sure she get Ocott the ball. She gonna make sure she get hers through the people that can get it to her. Watch what I tell you. They're not stopping nothing. But what I'm saying is, where you didn't have to make that comment. You know what I'm saying? You could have kept that to yourself. But he's like a little sweet hustler, talker. He's a smooth talker, guys. And
Tiffy
I was like, wait a minute. I said, did anybody catch what he just said? I said, because I saw it. Angel was the only one doing that. But Angel does that to say she's open. She's too open, and she could have got that ball, especially in the paint when nobody's right there. But go ahead, bro, Clyde. You got the floor.
I mean, that was it. That's why I'm giving MSL the whole bottom part of this segment. So I caught that, and I wanted to see how many of you guys caught what he was saying.
It.
He said, we have our own language. It's hard for you to learn it in just a few weeks. That's Angel again. That's Ocott again, right? So he was saying that Angel was not up to part of the way that he wants to relay the game in his methodology with me.
Or he was rolling it out at a certain pace, because he did mention the last interview that he would roll out stuff in the future as they go along.
Absolutely.
Okay. We're going to bet him on that, MSL. We're going to watch him. And we're gonna look.
MSL, you gonna take us on now, and I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
Well, on the last interview, he was asked that question, and he's about Angel, and he said before he could even get to that, he was saying they need to work on their basic defensive sets, their basic offensive sets. He talked about the short preseason, the short season, and how they need to get that. Now, he could have been the smooth talking salesman, or he could have been legitimate. But then he said, regarding to Angel, he did say he had packages for her, but he said those packages would be rolled out. And that's when he said, unless he's being a smooth talking salesman, he said, I assure you that she will shortly be an MVP candidate, or something to that effect. The audio got kind of garbled, but he said soon enough, or shortly, or you'll see she'll be an MVP candidate.
Your soon
Yeah,
MVP.
he did say that. He did say that.
Right. So that was his way. That was his way of saying, don't worry, we got you covered. Now, for the Fever fans that are in the audience, let me just deal with this, because we always have to do this, Bro Claude. For those who don't know or understand Angel Reese's game is not what you think it is. You think Angel Reese's game is some plotting person on the post that's trying to score the ball and just jump straight out. That is not Angel Reese's game. She's smart. She's instinctive. She's a ball handler. She's a passer. She processes information. Last year on the Sky, she was their leading scorer, their leading assist person. She tied to lead in steals. She was also one of the top fourth quarter scorers in the league, and she was also top 10 in ISO in the entire WNBA, and one of only two forwards, along with Alyssa Thomas, that were top ISO forwards in the WNBA. So this whole thing that I'm not starting any wars, but a certain fan base says about her not being a scorer, that's just trash. That's just nonsense, because you can't be top 10 ISO scorer in the entire league and one of only two forwards. The rest of the list are guards. The other 8 are guards. So what a coincidence. The two most guard-like forwards, along with Brianna, but she wasn't on the list, are the ones that are there with the other 8 guards for top 10 ISO players in the WNBA. So what we see when we look at this team, if you heard what Semeco said when they came, they honestly did not care about her rebounding. They didn't care about her defense. Obviously they do. I'm just making an exaggeration. What they were most happy about, and I'm bringing it into our conversation here, Bro Claude, they were most happy about her playmaking, her decision making, her basketball IQ, the pick and roll, the ball screens, being on both sides of the ball screen. So we heard all this stuff during the press conference, her versatility, right? He talked about a lot of this stuff. So there are two ways you can look at this dream team. You can look at it as Angel coming into this system as a more traditional big, and we have a problem with that as far as what we're seeing, or coming in to the Angel that we saw last year with Chicago. And right now, we're not getting the Angel with Chicago either. Yes, we saw more of it today in the context of when Angel had space, she hit the hole, she went to the basket, she made her moves, boom, boom, boom. So we like that. When she was in the post in the beginning of the game, she made the passes out of the post. The problem is with this new type offense that she's in now, with this new type coach, there's a lot of movement in the offense, and there's a lot going on as far as what the bigs are supposed to do. Now, Angel brought this up in the press conference pertaining to Jordan Canada, that, hey, I make screens, they're not always perfect, but also you don't always find me on the back cut. And it was important for her to say that, because in each game, they're about bare minimum 2 to 5 easy points or foul situations that she can get in the game. As a matter of fact, she only had 2 free throws this game. And the reason why she had 2 free throws is because, as you guys said earlier, she wasn't on the baseline or in the post as much. So because of that, she wasn't getting those second opportunities to get those fouls. Now, if you're going to pull her out, that's fine. But at the same time, give her something going downhill so she can pick up those fouls. Most of the baskets that she scored from downhill was what baskets she created. Even the one, if you guys remember, that Jordan passed to her on the left side of the paint, near the top side of the paint, Angel got it with her left hand, went behind her back, wrapped it around, took it with her right hand and laid it up on the right hand because the shot blocker, Alana, was on her left side. So she went behind her back, went up. And it's funny because in the last game she did something similar, but she missed the shot. But she did it on the right side of the backboard. So I do think so. Angel did look more comfortable in this game, to be fair, especially with the bad officiating in the beginning. But she could have easily scored 20 points in this game, and to only have 2 free throws, that doesn't make any sense. Ryan had 9 free throws, if I remember correctly, right? And that's what actually Ryan was 7 for 12. Angel was 7 for 11. It was actually the free throws and the 3-point shots that made the difference, because Ryan had 2 3-point shots. So unlike another fan base, I think the Angel fan base is a bit more patient. And we're watching, we're looking. Yes, it's only 4 games. And to give the team credit, they held the team to what, 71 points? I mean, that's damn near unheard of in the WNBA. 71 points. And I think they scored what, 86? So you're not always going to have everybody score a bunch of points when you only score 86 points. So let's see what happens. Sunday will be interesting. But the good thing is the fact that Angel said what she said regarding Canada, that also lets you know Angel is slowly asserting herself within the team dynamics, because a lot of us said give it 10 to 15 games. Tiffy's already like, I'm going to give him 4 or 5 games. I'm going to kick this dude to the curb, right? But if Angel is already working Semeco, working, some of the other folks, we'll see. Now, that's her as a traditional big with Olcott. And yes, Olcott also needs the ball with movement, because if you're 6'6" and you're coming at the basket, not many people are going to stop you. And Tiffy brought up a great point. Dallas doesn't really have real bigs. So I think Natasha Howard scored 24 points on this group. So, I mean, if Angel and the offense they ran in Minnesota was just pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, Natasha Howard didn't post up much. And I think, to your argument, Bro Claude, when he made that comment, I think what he's really saying is this is a motion type offense team, like Tiffy said. So if you don't get the ball, flash and move and reset or wrap around. But I know what everyone in this panel is saying, your guards are blind. So I'm camping out here so they can see me. Now, I think part of the problem is they don't recognize, right? That's part of the problem, especially Canada, because she's small. They don't recognize. None of them are natural passers. Doesn't matter if they get assists. They're just not natural passers. And also, sometimes when we think Angel is open, they don't know how to make the pass. Remember when Angel had Paige posted up? That's barbecue chicken, right? She had Paige posted up, and they threw the ball right to Paige because Paige stepped in front of the ball. That should have been a lob for Angel to catch above Paige's head. Paige would have either had to foul her, or Angel would have turned around and make the shot. Similar to when Angel caught the ball on the wing. She had Odyssey on her left. She dribbled on the baseline. She stopped. She faked a little. Odyssey, she bumped Odyssey with her butt, and Odyssey said, I don't want nothing to deal with this. And she just made the layup. That would have been the situation with Paige. And Paige is actually a little taller than Odyssey, but Odyssey's also a little bigger. So that was a turnover. So that also needs to be discussed. Your guards can't pass. Now, the flip side of it is, which is the video that Tony showed the other day, is what I kept telling you guys was ultimately, I think for this team to be the best, Angel has to have the ball at the top of the key, because that will make everyone happy. If Jordan Canada just wants to cut and score or take shots, she can do that. If Ryan just wants to cut and take shots, he can do that. If Lish wants to do that, they can do that. Because if you're open, Angel will get you the ball. Can you say the same about the guards, Bro Clark?
No.
That's the difference. So for all the people listening who don't follow the Sky, or who don't follow the Dream, or who don't follow Angel, the difference is if you're open, Angel will get you the ball.
Yes.
As soon as you flash open, she will get you the ball.
Facts.
In the first quarter, and she would catch the ball. As soon as the defense collapsed, she kicked it right back out. Boom. But they would miss. They would miss the shot. When she's coming downhill, if you flash open or run on the baseline, she'll get you the ball. So that's the other thing. They need to learn how to cut when she has the ball, because they'll find you. But I think the problem is Jordan Canada. I mean, obviously, Semeco wants her Angel to earn her keep. So for you guys, that are saying, well, you're not moving fast enough. I think Semeco may have some plans with Angel, but he can't say it because you don't want Jordan Canada to feel that you're taking anything away from her. Because he know her ass can't pass. He know that. He knows she can't, and he knows she only 5'6". So it's like, yeah, he knows that. But I think to keep the team, chemistry, he either wants Angel to earn it on the court or to have the players like Ryan and Lish say it's time, or to slowly segue Angel in that position. Because remember, you guys saw the press conferences. They didn't care about talking about rebounding. They didn't care talking about defense, even though we know she's a great defensive player and the best rebounder. They wanted to talk about all that versatility stuff. And you know why? Because they know they got the three blind mice in their guards, right? Ryan, who was better today with the passing, Lish, who usually can't pass a lick, and Jordan Canada, though she averaged 5.7 assists, she can't pass either. He knows that. And I think he wants to take that versatility, basketball IQ, et cetera, and make it work for them. But the problem is Angel also needs to play better in order for them to do that, because if she does it, it could cause a problem on the team. Now, why is Nas Hillman only scoring 1 and 2 and 3 points a game? I have no idea. Now, what he'll tell you is she's the defensive anchor. She may not be the best defensive player. That's Angel and Ryan. However, she's the one that calls out a lot of the defenses, a lot of the offenses from the opposition. So his argument may be, well, we got to keep her here because, you know, she's vocal, but she hasn't been doing much. But we'll see. He has to do one of those two things, y'all. He either has to and in the interview, remember what Angel said? Angel said, I want to be the best pick and roll player in the WNBA. I want to be on that 1-2 option. So to me, it sounds like Angel is basically saying, dude, if you're going to have me play differently than I did in Chicago, then you got to give me a guard who has more than one eye, because she obviously can't see out a certain part of her head. That's essentially what Angel was saying. So if you want me to do that, because if we know Angel, y'all, at some point she's going to say, Coach, let me run this pick and roll from up top. Because for all those who want to talk about Camila Cardoza, Angel was the only person who can get the ball to Camila Cardoza on Chicago's team. And she did it from the top of the key or from the elbow or one of those places. But she was able to get her the ball, both from a stationary position and when she was going downhill. These guards don't know how to get the ball in the post. Now, when Brianna Jones comes, yeah, she does. Oh yeah, Pow Pow's great.
It's gonna be Angel, Pow Pow, and Okot. That's how that's gonna go.
Yeah,
like Kennedy did Angel and Camilla. That's who is up for. That's who it is, guys. I'm telling you, it's gonna be Pow Pow. Watch. Go ahead.
Her and Angel play very, very well because Pow Pow has basketball smarts. Jordan is so fast and so quick to go to the basket. She doesn't always see everything. And I think her height may have something to do with it as well. But I think it's a gingerly thing though, guys. I think Semeco doesn't want to mess up the chemistry of the team. But at the same time, I think he knows what he has. Because if you look at today's game, right, Angel did a lot of stuff in the open floor, right? And I also think Angel also needs to force it, right? Let's give some criticism to Angel. You notice how every time she got the rebound, she gave it to Jordan Canada, right? Come on, there are times, Angel, you got to push the ball up the court and make it happen. But I think the reason why she doesn't do it is because she doesn't want to upset the chemistry. And Semeco says she has the green light to push the ball and she has the green light to take the 3-point shot. Okay, if you're not comfortable taking a 3-point shot, why aren't you pushing the ball when you can? You can always pull it back out or slow it back down. And when I say push the ball, guys, yes, Angel pushes the ball, whatever, 10, 13 times a game, whatever. But then she'll usually give it to Ryan or one of the guards. I'm saying push it to where you make the ref have to make a call because you get contact and you get those angles. And we know Angel can do that. So you know, we'll see. Did I cover the bases, bro, Claude, or did I miss anything?
You did not. You did not. Well, I gave it. That's why I had gave it to you, because I know a lot of people need that type of education that don't know Angel. We all know Angel. Angel been, you know, you guys know I've been following Angel since high school. So I seen her over in Maryland. I seen her over in LSU. Come transfer, win in LSU. From LSU, the eyes got real big on Angel, but Angel was already number 1 and number 2 in the McDonald's game. You got what I'm saying? Her and Paige, and you know what I mean. So they
she was a wing coming out of high school for those in the crowd. She's a wing, not a power forward, not a center, a wing.
Yes, absolutely. And she but
she actually
also
played that at Maryland.
Right. Also, she really was a 1 because she grew so fast. She started growing. She wouldn't stop growing, like she said. So the positions changed as soon as she got to Kim Mulkey. Kim Mulkey changed her whole entire format of how, and then it was after the accident and everything else. So you guys are seeing post-accident Angel Reese, not before pre-accident Angel Reese, because pre-accident Angel Reese, you think that Angel Reese now, but when she was able not to have that little limp that she has sometimes, you know, when the pain comes in, but post Angel Reese is more of a diligent player, a bigger body, more of a glued type of personnel that you are on your team.
Well,
why do you say that, bro? Claude? Hold on a second. Why do you say that, bro, Claude? The glued personnel means that. No, I'm not saying that the offense should be running through Angel Reese. Not this offense. But
can I answer that question, bro, Claude?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm finna give it to you. That's why I gave you this.
Okay.
No, I don't think that the offense should be ran through Angel Reese in total, but she should be able to share that load of responsibility of the offense. Sometimes Semeco failure to reload and revamp things the way the system is, that the Angel be the glue to this offense defensive plot that he got in the scheme that he got, and she would do well in it. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, beside whatever the haters want to say or want to believe, if you listen to the coaches and the players, Angel is going to be an integral part of this team, whether you guys like it or not, which is one of the reasons why we all are acting the way we are. See, a lot of people, they always want to comment on Angel, but they know nothing about her team, or her background. All the players said, we need you. So you got two things going on here. You got Angel as a player, and you also have how basketball works. You cannot have a team that's going to win a championship chucking up 3-point shots 75% of the time, 50% of the time. You're not going to win. You're going to need a low post player. So if they say this is the low post player that's going to take us to the promised land, then they're going to have to run the offense either sometimes through her, or because of her passing ability, they're going to do it more times than you guys think it's going to happen, because Angel is an excellent passer. The thing with Angel is she'll do whatever the coach asks, but just like anyone, it takes time to reset your mindset or your mind frame to play that particular ball. So I'm going to say what you said, bro, Claude. What happened?
Well, you know I don't like Carl, so I'm not gonna give him all that. But I'm gonna let you land, and then I'm gonna give you the counter to it if I can.
No, that's fine, Tiff. That's fine. Yeah. So now I forgot what I said. Let me see if I remember. What was I gonna say? What was the last thing I said, Tiff?
You was saying that the offensive part, the offensive setting with Angel having to be.
Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah, like if you listen to what the general manager said and the coach said and what the players said, they said she's the missing piece. So in order to win with that missing piece, I already know Tiff is going to say this, you're going to have to take the best benefits of the qualities of this particular player. Now, you can do it one or two ways. If you get Angel on the post with space, she's going to score or she's going to get fouled. This happened last year with Chicago and even in her rookie season. Remember when she scored, 25 points against Alyssa Smith with Indiana? So the Indiana fans in the audience should know that, right? That was in space when because they cleared the side out for her and kept giving her the ball. She'll score like that, regardless of what y'all think. That's the first thing. The other thing that they can do is have her on the high post or have her, working from the top. If she does that, I think Ryan and the other shooters, they'll eat more, and Olcott will definitely get the ball because that will remind her of playing with Camilla. And I think everyone's going to eat. But the problem is, how is Semeco going to integrate that? Because right now, he's trying to integrate something without, look at Naz Hillman. You can make the argument that Naz Hillman has done nothing because of Angel's presence. I'm not making that argument, of course. I'm just saying.
That's an actual fact of what
she hasn't done much.
Some of the dream format, some of the dream people are actually talking about that as we go. But I'm gonna let Tiffy go ahead and
so you're sinking her. You don't want to sink Jordan Canada at the same time. But ultimately, it's gonna be Lish, Ryan Howard, and Angel. That's going to take this team to the promised land, and everyone knows that. But that's another story.
Go ahead.
If it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, this team not going nowhere so long as Carl keeps on with this veteran respect and all that business. Two things real quick on the whole, don't raise your hand up and say, when you're open, that's just respectability politics. I don't like that, right? Because straight up basketball, if you got a little bitty itty 5'6" guard, you got to put your hands up so she can see. All right. And I think the biggest thing is, teams are going to start to exploit Carl's lack of using Angel. And how do we know that? It's because, I hear what you're saying, MSL, that, in the paint and all this other stuff. But if you listen to Carl, he's saying that, Angel is playing two positions. She's playing the 5, and when Ocott's there, she's playing the 4. So that's a problem to me, right? Because right now, Angel is playing Bree Jones. He has her slotted in as Bree Jones, and you don't do that as a coach. You should change the offense based on the players you got on the court. It does not make sense for her to be doing the motions and standing in the positions where Bree Jones would be, because Angel is not the same kind of player as Bree Jones. That's why we're seeing these fluctuations in her game. That's why we're seeing not many touches, because Bree Jones does not drive to the basket the way Angel does.
No, she doesn't. Hold on, let me get the money, Tiffy. Let me get the money. Shout out to Wody Mack for the $2 super chat. He said, MSL, the Celtics won shooting 75% threes. I know men.
The WNBA.
Yeah,
and I think Tiffy would love to respond to that.
Go ahead, Tiffy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. All of these offenses are the same, and you're never going to win. It's my belief, right? And I'm gonna stand on it. Atlanta Dream, nor the Phoenix Mercury, we saw it last year. They got swept by the Aces. You're never going to win a championship in this league with a 5-out offense. It's just never going to work.
No, this is not that type of league. It's not. I said it too. Remember, Tiffy, we talked about this last year. I don't think that the 5-and-out is a very successful. If people like Tyler Marsh and Semeco, they want positionless. They want positionless players. Okay, that's fine, but you don't have that type of thing going on. Olcott cannot play positionless. Pow cannot play positionless. She's a 1-2. Sometimes she can take on a 3-spot with a shorter lineup. She cannot play positionless, but you're not going to have a Tahini Papa go down there and stick no 5. So stop it with this bullshit. Positionless, I think, is so so misused and abused type of thing. And I know that they're talking about specifically offense, but guess what, guys? That doesn't work against physical teams.
Not
It
only
just
not only
don't
that,
work.
not only that, bro, card, that part is true, but also you gotta have guards or players that let's even take them for their word. Okay, when you make the back cut and you rotate and cut to the basket, you need guards that can see it. You need guards that can, and they don't have guards that can see it. So if you're gonna play that type of offense, then you need guards that can recognize it. And this is why that video that Tony showed the other day said you got to have Angel in the middle, because if you're going to run that type of offense, when she comes downhill, if you pop open, she'll get you the ball.
I mean, it's not just about vision though. Like, you can be short and have vision. Look at Hannah Hidalgo. Olivia Miles is not that tall. The problem is the basketball IQ is low. They don't anticipate the player moving there. They don't see that on the court. Good point guards, the reason why Angel is so good at what she does facilitating is that she sees the plays before they happen. The guards they got over there, all they know is screen for me and ISO ball. It's not about being able to see it. It's about being able to visualize it. And they just don't have that skill set. Jordan Canada got to hang it up. Mama, it's time to get to the bench.
Hold on. Let me get the money.
Okay, I want to say something after that, Brooklyn.
ADP.
Go ahead.
Okay, guys.
$2.
Oh, go ahead.
It says the Liberty already did it 5 and out. Why not again? They did not win the championship 5 and out. That's why most of them was injured and they was not. That's why it stunk up the place. Stewie and Sabrina stunk up the place because it did not work. It did not work, Wody. So to your point of what we were saying, that it does not work when it
Wody just making stuff up, right, bro, Claude?
Yeah, well, he was right that they tried to do it in New York, but it didn't work because it was too much physical play, and it does not work. It doesn't work, not in the W right now. Is you're not looking at the NBA. In the NBA, because they soft, that type of 5 and out stuff can work. But when you got a physical and a high physicality of a league that this is, that would never work. It says, do y'all understand that Nas was the 6th person of the year? So what does that mean?
That's a fair comment.
Nas wasn't running with the starters, so it's also a new position in rotation for her. She used to playing off the bench. That's absolutely true.
That's a fair comment.
Brooklyn, you could go ahead.
I'm gonna go. I think ADP said she wanted to say something. I'll go after her.
My bad, ADP. My bad, baby girl. Go ahead.
Thank you, Brooklyn. I really appreciate it.
You know I'm a gentleman.
He's a gentleman.
You already know I'm a gentleman.
Because I was gonna tell on him.
He was trying to get me whooped. Because ADP was gonna slap the hell out of me. Go ahead, ADP.
Listen, guys, we need to breathe in, breathe out with this team. I'm gonna tell you why. When I heard that Angel Reese was going to the Dream, I felt like this was the best place for her, like with peace and everything. And the players wanted her there. So yeah, they doing all this different kind of shenanigans, but just give them at least to like the 5th or 6th game. Or
wasn't you just killing them a few minutes ago?
Yeah, but I see, you know what I'm saying? I'm on both sides, MSL. And so what had happened
I just
was,
messed with you, ADP.
No, but for real, this is a different team. This is not Chicago Sky. This is not nowhere near. Carr is nowhere near Tyler Martin. And them elementary crayons, Tiffany, I got you on that one. Tiffany is a mess with that. But no, all jokes aside, I feel like this is Angel Reese's peace season. She finally has peace and she'll be able to grow her game more. It's just all in God's timing. Even though we want it right now, we want to see some changes. But I do want to see Carl back up what he's saying. You can't keep repeating what you're saying and don't back it up. I want to see that. But far as the players wanted Angel there. I don't see any any like drama, drama on the court or, on the bench and stuff. I be all nosy. I be all up in their business like that. I be checking the court. I be checking the movement, the attitudes. And I don't know behind closed doors, but I think everybody's on board. I think that it's just going to take some time. And it's going to take some time and improvement. And guess what, guys? He's going to have to change his plan. Whether he wants to or not, that 5 out or whatever it's called, I don't care. He's going to have to change that. He may not want to, but he's going to have to continue to win games. So let's just get little Carl, some grace. Hopefully he got a boo that can entertain him for the week until we had these games and everything. Cause that's what he gonna need. He gonna need a little energy now. But let's see what Carl do, because I'm standing. Tiffany got a good point. She got a good point with her bullet points coming out. But I just want to see like later down the line how it's actually going to work out. Because yes, Angel is in a new system. She does have to figure out how that system works. But he's going to have to figure out on his end too. You got to figure it out. Well, you got to please everybody. That's what the big man do. That's what Big Papa do. He have all the ladies. He figures it out. If you get this, you get this. It's equal all across the board. He gonna have to turn into Big Pop Carl. That's what he gonna have to do. And he's gonna have to do right by Angel, because she came to this team and they wanted her there. So we're gonna see what happens. But if he don't feed those bigs, and then if he don't let Pow, who knows how to get Angel the ball, then there's gonna be some problems. But I do think this is a good team. I do think they'll win more games. They just gotta figure out how to, not the players, but Carl gotta figure out his rotations.
Or who knows, if the players get together, they may also be able to change him. You don't think if Ryan Howard and Lish and Angel, but mainly Ryan Howard and Lish, go to him and say, hey, we think this works better, hopefully he would listen. But obviously you're not going to find these things out until you play maybe 10, 11, 15 games.
Right. And that's where I say that's where the grace comes in at, because they do still have to figure it out. I don't know. You can have the greatest basketball IQ, guys, but when you go to a different system, it's not easy like we think it is in those first 5 or 6 games. It's just not. I had to come back to my heart, guys, and be realistic with America. So I'm just saying, like, it's not as easy. Even if you're a good, a top player, our baby goat. Even if you're that, it still takes time to figure out that system. And let me tell you something. When Angel Reese says something, it always happens. She's not a talker and don't back up nothing she's saying. If she say her and Jordan gonna figure this thing out, or whoever else gonna figure it out, they're going to figure it out. Because Angel is a team player. She's a team player.
Her and Pow already jailed, so her and Pow practice together.
But ADP, to your point.
Hold on, MSL. Hold on, I was talking, brother.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Come on. Then Brooklyn gonna go. So I'm just setting this up for Brooklyn. So the thing is that they have to work their part out, but you also have to be a realistic coach. If you see something right away, and you saw that Jordan Canada was not doing what he said was the game plan, right? Even though they have to gel or make whatever things work, you saw times and segments and spaces that Angel was calling for the ball and she did not get it. She's already used to that because it was happening in Chicago. So that's not making Angel uptight. She already mentally to be able to get over that type of hump. That's why Angel said tonight in her little soliloquy, she was like, me and Jordan, we gonna work that part out. Everything gonna be cool. So go ahead, Brooklyn. Go ahead. I know you've been waiting. Go ahead.
Yeah, I normally agree with y'all, but respectfully, I gotta tell everybody that they wrong. If you pay attention to, first of all, I'm happy you saw that, bro, Claude, because that's important to know that Angel said that. Angel know. First of all, the season just started. Everybody jumping out the window And this is a winning
He
team.
said jumping out the window.
Word, this is a winning team. Oh, the offense gotta change. And what are
I
y'all
know,
talking
3-1,
about?
right?
That sounds crazy as hell. Even the game they lost was a close game. So that means it's working. That's number one, right? Number two, this talking about 5 out don't work. Every team in the league is going 5 out now. They was even complaining when Angel. Listen, I didn't interrupt nobody.
Go ahead, my bad.
I waited for everybody to
I
talk.
was just making sure you knew I wasn't meaning what you said.
Listen, I'm just gonna give y'all my opinion. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. Y'all don't have to agree with it, right? But even when Angel and Camilla got drafted to Chicago, which I didn't agree with people because I thought it would work, but everybody was saying it wouldn't work. Why? Because neither one of them could shoot. You get what I'm saying? This league, even the players, like the retired players that's commentating now, they'll even tell you that this league is moving more towards shooting. Now, that don't mean because you play 5 out, you don't get nothing in the paint. It just means that they expect every position to be able to, if you on the perimeter, to be able to make a shot now, right? If you open, that's all that means. So Wody Mack is actually right? The Liberty did win, right, with a 5 out system, and they did lose with the 5 out system. But even the Aces play 5 out. Like every single team play 5 out now, or at least moving towards that, right? So and then also, this is really what I wanted to come up here and say. Y'all don't even understand the system. Carl Semeco don't run plays. He has plays he has plays he can implement whenever he wants, but the type of offense he's trying to get them to run is called read and react. Right?
That's true.
He's not trying to run an offense where he gotta, they got sets and plays that they gotta come down and run. It's a freelance offense. So basically the players is playing off each other. Every time they, please don't interrupt me. I
wasn't trying to interrupt you, Brooklyn. I was just saying that's why he wants someone who can read the defense.
Thank you. I need that, but thank you. So the type of offense that he's trying to run, whenever they come down court, they're not gonna do the same thing every time. But it's not like come down. For instance, I don't know if y'all been watching the Mystics play, right? But the Mystics got to play where they run horns. I don't know if y'all know what horns is, but horns is when a power forward and the center comes up to like the free throw line, and they gave a set of screen or whatever. Anyway, they run that play, and Sonia Citron comes around. She runs around and get the ball. That's a play. That's a play that's ran in Atlanta and Washington. Atlanta don't play that way. They don't play where it's like, all right, we're going to come down and the ball goes here and this player is going to do this. No, they play where everybody is on a perimeter, right? And then whoever's closest to the ball, whether it's Nas Hillman, whether it's whoever's on the floor, Angel, whatever big is on the floor, whoever's closest to the ball, they just come over and set that screen and they just play off of that action. And whatever the defense do, that's where the ball goes. So if the defense follow Angel, the ball is going to go to the 3. If the defense if the defense allow the big to play 1-on-1, the ball go down to the paint. So it's a freelance offense. It's not a Carl Semeco was running this play and he not trying to get Angel the ball. No, it don't got nothing to do with that. It's read and react. This is a new team. They only 5 games in? I think they say 5th game. They only 5 games in, so they still filling each other out. Angel just said in the press conference, just like Brokaw said, she's still figuring out the her chemistry with the guard. She says sometimes I guess they already spoke, so she's saying sometimes I don't set a good enough screen for her to feel comfortable getting me the ball. She said other times she missed me. So they still working that out. We 5 games in. But at the end of the day, they winning. So it ain't like we gotta throw the offense out. This offense ain't gonna win, and that's all, whatever. But yeah, I disagree with pretty much everything everybody said.
Yes, except for that's not what I said.
Well, I didn't hear you, brother. When I came in, the only thing I heard, the first person I heard, I think, was MSL talking. Whoever talked after him, that's all I heard. I didn't hear nothing before that. So
yeah, and not to defend myself, my main thing was the guards. I Tiffy was more the system. I was more the guards.
I
Because I was
disagree
they
with
can't
Drew. I
And
disagree with
Brooklyn,
Tiffy. I disagree with Blow Crawl, and I
and that's
halfway disagree with ADP. I
I
disagree
said the
with
and
guards
everything.
can't
that's
read the
okay.
defense.
And that's okay, but we're not all wrong. We all may have different of opinions,
You
but
have
we're
your
not
opinion.
all wrong. We're
That's
not
right.
wrong up here.
So
We're all
you
speaking
have
our
your
truth
opinion of what you're
in
saying, but
different
text
ways.
winner. Well,
Brooke.
hold on, I got him, ADP. You ain't got to defend me.
No,
Because
I'm
I'm gonna
talking to him like a
I'm gonna talk
sister.
to him the way the New York way, how they
After
say,
y'all
yo,
go,
dumb
I'll
ass.
go.
First of all, you don't put
Word,
me
Mo 3
last.
should better go next, because I ain't heard his voice, but ain't my show.
Now hold on a second. First of
You
all,
won't.
your ass ain't gonna tell me that I'm wrong about something that I
Listen, we could debate. You already know my stuff come off logic. We could sit here and talk about it.
No, what we're saying, you said wrong. I don't
Right.
think that you were wrong.
And I could tell you exactly where I know. I could tell you exactly where people was wrong at.
What, listen, I'm saying where I was coming from is what Tex Winter had said this, the theology of time. And he said his offense is a timeless offense, which he could prove that it also would work right now. Tex Winter.
But what that got to do with, first of all, you said you didn't
ain't
want.
let me finish. I was talking.
All right, go ahead. I thought you wanted to have a conversation, but I wait, go ahead.
We don't have it. We got it. Basketball history describes the triangle as an equal opportunity.
Who the hell typing?
I don't. That's probably MSL ass. Mute your thing. That be MSL.
What the triangle got to do a 5 out? I'm confused. I'm lost.
Let me finish saying what I need to say. You can learn something.
This nigga went back to the 90s. Go ahead, dog.
Hey, you can learn something because it's a timeless offense. It's a timeless offense. Okay.
I know everybody run triangle in the NBA. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know.
I'm saying. So then, why are you cutting me off? Then when I'm saying what I'm saying was a timeless offense. Then you said, why am I bringing up something from the 80s? And
because that has nothing to do with what we talking about. You just said 5 out don't win in the WNBA, and you're wrong.
But you're not waiting for me. You're not letting me get it out to prove to you what I was saying was right. You're cutting me off every step and stumble of the way of where you.
All right, tell me about Tex Winter and Phil Jackson and the '98 Bulls. I'm listening.
So the thing is that no, this is timeless. I used it in a vacuum. I said Tex Winter, and then I used it timeless, meaning that it applies to today, right? So, Mr. Social Man, we are in an offense opportunity where the read and react was built in the triangle. The read and react is rather than running set plays, players are taught to read how defenders react and counter in a proper cuts, screens, and passes to the open man. So, Brooklyn, that part, you are correct. But what I'm saying is the floor spacing that is created right now with this offense that Semeco has, he even said that they have to figure it out because the miscommunication is there. We can see it. If they were communicating and clicking, all cylinders clicking, they would have blown this team away. So by them not clicking, this is all what I'm talking about is that the nicks and crannies of what was not clicking, I brought to a part of when I said that the 5 and out does not work in physical play. Hakeem Olajuwon proved that. Shaquille O'Neal.
It's not true, bro. It's not true.
Come on, man. Let me finish. That's what you're saying. But what I'm saying is facts of the matter. I'm bringing up players that proved it. Right now, the 5 and out, right now with Hamby, they were doing the 5 and out on the Spurs. Well, guess what? That ain't working against the Thunder like they thought it would. Okay? So
but the Warriors still got a dynasty, bro. What are we talking about?
But I'm saying in certain cases, all I'm saying, you trying to nick and pick, but I said
no, I'm not. It's just a
wait. The Warriors playing the WNBA?
No.
The Liberty, but the Liberty do though, and they got a championship. What are we talking about?
The Liberty got a championship on a bogus call. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
The Aces do too, and they got a championship.
But what I'm saying is facts of the matter.
What are we talking about?
In certain
Can
circumstances,
we move on? That's wrong.
in certain circumstances, it's not wrong. In certain circumstances, it does not work. In certain circumstances, just what I
You know what? My bad for speaking logic. I agree with everything y'all said. The 5-out don't work.
Hold on.
I said
They need to throw the offense out because the offense ain't working, even though they 4-1. Like,
now you
what
being
we talking about?
y'all don't pay attention to the New York way. I'm doing.
No, but bro, Claude, I mean, Brooklyn does, have a point because as far as it is the fourth game, they're 3-1. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
Sunday. And I know where, we like to be impatient, but it is only the fourth. It is only the fourth game because if they're 8-1, 9-1, 10-1, 8-2, yeah, you can still complain, but people are not going to listen to you because they 8-2.
Right. I know he just got here, but he didn't hear me. Y'all heard me, MSL. I say, let's pump our brakes. Let's not get quick to judge. And let's slow down. It's only 4 games. Is that what I said?
Can I clear up my stance now?
Go ahead.
Wait. Hold on real quick, because he was sending for me. So let me send it right back.
I wasn't sending for nobody. I just disagreed.
No,
Go ahead,
it's calm.
Tiffy.
It's calm. But what we do got to focus on, right? This system don't work for these players that he has right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple. Because at the end of the day, your all-star power forward who's playing the center, we saw how she worked in a small ball lineup successfully with a motion offense successfully last year. Watch the game versus the Valkyries. She damn near had 30 and 15. The problem is, and that was a motion offense. It was not 5-out. It was a 4-1. And she was playing the point forward. That system works and it's motion. It was read and react. It worked. This system does not work. And you should not have an all-star power forward working that hard to get 15 points. It just don't make no sense. We can say whatever you want. It's a new system, new team. He's plugging in players like puzzle pieces. Sir, this is not a USB-C cord. These are players that have specific skill sets that need actions ran for them. The only action he has for Angel right now is a screen, a pick and roll. That's a problem. You don't trade for a player like
He
Angel.
don't have no actions, Tiffy. There's no actions.
He claimed those are coming.
No, that's cap. He said he has specific actions. That's why if it was listen, pay attention. Pay attention. If it's read and react, why is he telling Angel?
Can I respond to you, Tiffy?
No.
To that one thing. You can keep going. I just want to respond to that one thing. I'm gonna show you how there's no actions being ran.
No. I'm saying this. This is rhetorical, and then you can respond real quick. If there's no if it's a read and react offense, like you're saying, why?
I'm not saying that. Carl said that. By the way, I didn't say that.
I'm saying don't listen to Carl. Listen to what he
don't listen to the coach. Got you.
Nah, he a liar, bro. Anyway, he's selling the sweet dreams on a beautiful nightmare. Let me tell you something.
But Tiffy, they had one of the best records last year.
No. I'm talking about.
So it must work.
Hold on. Let me give you this rhetorical question, and you can respond.
Who was that with the?
So this is what you wanted, bro, Claude.
The question.
Yeah, somebody got muted. Hold on. Somebody got muted up. It's an echo. Somebody got me. I got it, Tiffy.
The question is, right? If it is a read and react offense, why would Carl Semeco be telling his players, don't put your hand up when you're open? Read and react means that if you're open and the pass lane is clear and the defense is giving you that, make that pass. He is complaining about that. He has actions that he wants them to play. If it was read and react, Angel wouldn't be. Why is Angel passing the ball to Jordan Canada instead of just taking it straight up and starting the offense?
Because they playing, they want to play through either getting a 3 or scoring in the paint. So if a 3-point shot is open, they want to make that pass to get the 3.
But that does not mean that
they only shot 15 threes tonight, brother. That didn't work.
I'm answering a question on how they run the offense. How many threes or they took or they didn't take is none of my business. What I'm trying to tell you is the way they want to run the offense is he's an analytical coach. So they don't want to take many mid-range shots. They either want to score at the rim or they want to score at the 3. So if a 3-point shot is open, they're going to make that pass every time.
But that does not mean that Jordan Canada needs to get the ball off the fast break. The reason that Jordan Canada is getting the ball is because he has specific actions that he wants her to run. I close my case.
28 attempts to 15
I'm not
attempts.
even gonna respond to that. If y'all listen to just like Brokaw just did and listen to the press conference that Angel and she said out her mouth what it is, and then you listen to the little interviews that come out throughout the week or whatever the case may be, and you listen to Paul talk and you listen to what they say inside those practices, then you will understand. But if you're not listening to that and you just watching, and you know, a lot of times people, it's just like Bro Claw just broke down eloquently the triangle offense, right? It's a many different offenses you can run. First of all, when I said read and react, not the only coach, but the main coach I know that run that is Rick Adelman. Ain't nobody bring him up, right? That's a guy who run read and react. Y'all don't even know what read and react is. You're bringing up the triangle and all this other shit. 5 out. That don't mean read and react, right? Read and react is literally an offense that has no plays. It just means we're not running any plays. It means that we're gonna like the action might simply be the pick and roll, right? That might be the only action we run, but it might be 5 or 10 different ways you can run it, and we're just gonna allow the defense to tell us what to do. Opposed to us coming down, opposed to us coming down saying we're gonna run this play, which is what most people are used to, right? Most people are used to coming down and saying we're gonna. That's why I gave y'all an example with the Washington Mystics, because they actually run plays. They don't run read and react. There's certain teams that run plays, but there's other teams that just kind of run base. They offense is based off what the defense is.
But then this goes back to what I said earlier in Brooklyn, because if it truly is read and react, and he's not going to put any packages that he said for Angel. But remember, correct me if I'm wrong, they can put in packages.
Really quick, it's not that 100%. If he wants to run and play, he can. He just don't want to run that way. He wants them to be able to figure out on the floor. He does have plays he could tell. Like for instance, out of timeouts, they run plays, right? Out of a timeout, they'll come out and run an action. But throughout the game, going up and down, transition, he wants them to be able to read and react and make a decision.
And he also wants them to get more comfortable with each other, which is one of the reasons why also.
But MSL, that takes what? That takes
time.
Exactly. It's the fourth or fifth game. And we sitting there saying it don't work.
I agree.
And they ain't even remember. It was a what's the name? It was a whole CBA negotiation. How much time did they really have with each other to figure this out? Read and react takes time, but we in the fourth or the fifth game and we saying what work, it don't work. That don't sound crazy.
He's not running a read and react.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me get Brody Mack. He says Ryan Leash.
I really want to hear from Mo 3, by the way, too. My bad.
Let me say this, brother.
My bad. Y'all won't let my brother talk.
Super chat. Ryan Leash and Powell are 3-point scorers, so 5 and out. Okay.
Is my mic working good? Y'all hear me?
Yeah. BD, what up? What's going on?
You gonna wax poetic?
Yeah, let Mo 3 go. Y'all know for whatever reason I won't let Mo 3 talk. I don't know why.
Okay, so I could go now, right?
Mo ain't got nothing to say right now.
I do have a lot to say.
His mic just low.
His mic is low.
Oh,
it's low?
Yeah, you a little low, Mo. You sound louder early. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Hold on, let me.
But you good. We can hear you. You just low. You can hear you though.
Oh, my mic volume is low. I don't know. You can hear me now? Better?
Yeah, you good. We can hear you.
But Brooklyn, can I ask you a question before you?
No. Let him go. Let Mo go. Let Mo go. You can ask me after.
All right. My position was that not that 5 out doesn't work. I know it works. My thing was what they were doing in that game wasn't working. Specifically when it comes to the Angel part. When they playing 5 out that's to help the guards, right? So when it's supposed the offense being a read and react makes it even worse. Because at first I was just blaming it on Jordan Canada and everybody else, but mainly Jordan Canada because it seemed to be her and Angel in that action most of the time. That's how Dallas.
Somebody got to mute up. The echo sound crazy.
That's how Dallas was able to come back because they adjusted. Jose adjusted. He peeped what they was doing, and he was like, "All right, I'm just gonna collapse on the guards." And they refused to pass Angel the ball. What's the point of that offense if you're not gonna pass the ball to Angel or whosoever it is? It just happened to be Angel is just the person that was there. It could have been anybody else, but it just happened to be Angel. Pass the ball to them for them to either take the midi, make a move off the dribble, or do something. They wasn't doing that, so they were just collapsing on the guards. And it's either that they make the shot or it's a one and done because the bigs is there, the guards there, they get this like 3-4 wings players crashing the boards while the bigs and everybody else is out the paint except for that lone guard that ran inside and took the shot. The read and react is that if they play in read and react and that's really what he want them to play, Jordan Canada has a low IQ. Because once they started doing that, they had a 15-point lead, they started doing that. She should have used her basketball IQ and said, okay, this is not working. Let me pass the ball back or one. She kept trying to go inside. Even Alicia Gray was doing that. And it was this one play where she went to the baseline. She got trapped.
Frustrating.
And she just got bailed out because of a foul. She tried to pass it way too late. Angel was wide open long time. She waited till she was about that. No other option but to pass it. And if that wasn't a foul, that would have been a turnover. It would have been a turnover, intercepted pass because they just refused to pass. That echo.
Somebody keep on muting. Whoever got the echo needs to stay muted. You done Mo 3, you got more.
I got the
earbud. That was my main thing. It's not that it doesn't work. It's that what they were doing in that particular game didn't work because that's the reason why they had to win the game twice. They already had the game won at halftime when they went up 15. But then Jose adjusted to that, and they just kept doing the same thing. That's the part where I agree with Tiff at. That's on the coach, because if you the coach and the players are not doing what you want them to do, you're supposed to be like, hey, either tell them to tighten up, and if they don't tighten up,
but he did that though, Mo.
Sitting their ass on the bench and put pow in.
But he did that.
They
called timeout. Hold on, because I know exactly what y'all. Who got that echo? What the fuck?
That shit is crazy.
Son. Like,
it's probably one of the newer people that came because you got like 9 people now.
You gotta
right?
please turn off your.
Mute your effing mic. Like what the f?
Well, you gotta.
So
turn
now we know it's not mine because I was muted that whole time. So now we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we
know
it ain't
who it is, but stay muted. Whoever it is. But to your point though, and this is where maybe everybody because I guess I'm saying this as well, but in a different way. There we go. There we go. Is it me?
Man.
Is Big Dog. Go ahead, Brooklyn.
I don't want to talk, bro. I'm good. That shit just pissed me off.
The echo's gone.
All right. So this is
Big Dog. You gotta turn off your TV or something. Every time that you unmute, it's an echo, and you causing an echo on it, and then everybody in America can hear that.
Okay, I'll drop and come back.
Okay. Yeah.
So and I felt like maybe this is what everybody is saying. This is what I agree with. I said this as well. It's a new offense, so the players got to fill each other out, right? So, like getting back to Jordan Canada thing, I do understand, and I agree. It was times that Jordan Canada missed Angel, like that's a player thing. Sometimes you come to, and it might be on purpose. Not saying that it's maliciously on purpose, but sometimes as a point guard or as a player, you making decisions. If you feel like this ain't the right decision, you ain't gonna make that pass, right? But when you play with a big like Angel, we all been watching Angel since college. We all been watching her for a long time, so we know the type of passes she likes, she wants, and she could convert on. It's a new team. So they got to fill each other out. So it's going to take time. There's no way for me to, when I watch these games, I'm an Angel fan, right? But I don't watch these games saying Angel need to get the ball and they need to do this for Angel. Nah, this is Atlanta Dream. This is a team. This is Atlanta Dream. When I watch, I'm like, what do the Atlanta Dream need to do better? They need to do a better job at when Angel set that screen and she put that hand up. That means she's ready for the ball. They need to do a better job at recognizing it. I see that. I see that every game. But does that mean that in the 5th game, I'm going to say, yo, it's not working and I'm going to panic? No. Why? Because I played ball before in real life. I know how this shit go. You get what I'm saying? Like, chemistry takes time. You don't just get chemistry out of nowhere. That's why I used the analogy a couple weeks ago when we spoke MSL. This is one of the best teams in history when LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh came to play together. You think they had chemistry right away?
That's why they lost.
So if they ain't have chemistry right away, why? Like, how everybody else supposed to be perfect? You get what I'm saying?
I'm open.
No. That wasn't because I know people saying I'm coming for that. That wasn't a diss to you. I'm just using.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I was just saying. I was just want to say real quick. I'm open to the future. And I forgot the other thing I was going to say. So go ahead.
Thank you. But all I'm saying is I'm giving people perspective on how this thing go. This is a new team. This is just the 4th game. So yes, is it things that they doing that's because even people keep saying blame the coach, right? Even when you go out there and play ball and those 5 players on the floor got to figure out their chemistry, whether it's sets or not sets. That's not a coaching thing. That's a chemistry thing. That's us got to figure out our time. And sometimes our rhythm is off. My bad, bro. I didn't know you wanted to pass right there. Just like the one pass where Angel had the ball up top, and Ryan Howard did the little fake and then cut. She wanted Angel to hit her on the cut. Angel thought she was coming back for the ball. That's a chemistry thing. They ain't got shit to do with the coach and nothing like that. They gonna figure it out. By the time they play their 15th game, they might can make that play. But on a night like tonight, that's a turnover. You get what I'm saying? When Jordan Canada come down and she miss Angel tonight, she might miss Angel. By the 20th game, they might have that chemistry. But people jumping out the window already saying it's not working, not understanding that you can't force chemistry. Chemistry just don't work like that.
But Brooklyn, is it fair?
Nobody's saying it's forced chemistry. What we're saying, nobody up here said it was forced chemistry. We get it, we see it, but it is things that can be adjusted. It is things and changes that can be made, even though we're still going into the 5th game. That's all we're saying. It's not a right or wrong answer up here. We're just giving our takes on what we see and what we think for us, the Atlanta Dream. We know it's going to work out. We know it's a work in progress, but we're seeing things and it's repeated in these first 4 games.
Yeah,
hold on, let me respond to that. Hold on, because she made a good point. So let me respond to that. What I'm saying, ADP, though, is what you can't do is blame the coach on that, right? Or you can't say the offense is not working because what you're saying about the changes that can be made is got to happen with the chemistry that's on the floor. And the chemistry that's on the floor, hold on, let me finish. I'll listen to you. Right, the chemistry on the floor can't be forced, and that goes back to what I just said to Mo3 about how he fixed it. Right, people said that's on the coach. What happened was I'm assuming everybody here watched the game, so you saw the play. We saw how the Dream was on, like they was jumping out in the defensive, they was jumping out in the passing lanes. The Dream had the momentum, right? Then the momentum started to switch where the wing started to do that because the Dream started to become predictable, right? And they read and react offense. They started to become predictable with passing the ball around the perimeter, like Mo3 just said. They wasn't really hitting throwing the inside. They was passing around the perimeter, so they was able to jump those passes. So that's up to the players on the floor to be smart and say, well, I'm telegraphing now. I'm out here telegraphing my passes where it's making it easy. And then right there, Carl Semeco called the timeout. And right outside the timeout, they got into like a little pick and roll action, right? And then they ended up getting a score and then they extended the lead. So that's why I say he actually did do that. You know what I mean? If you're watching the game, you got to give him credit for seeing that the wing started to come back. Right, they took the lead, and then the Dream ended up taking the lead back after he called the timeout. Yeah, so that's not a coach. That's not a coaching thing. That's a chemistry thing.
It is very part of the coaching thing because
I'm
he did.
trying.
It
I
is
land
a
my plane.
coaching thing. It is a part of a coaching thing because this is not the first time that Carr has done this. He has to make the right rotations. I don't care if he's learning. We're learning. Yes, we're all a work in progress, but some of that is on the coach. It is.
So tell me specifically what is on the coach.
Let me finish. I'll
Specifically
let
what?
you talk. Let me finish. I'll let you talk. I may not know every single thing about that basketball on the court, but I went and I've researched and I learned the movements and all that kind of stuff. So I know it. I just don't know every single thing down pat. And there's also something called the eye test. I see what's going on. Part of that is on that coach. Whether it's going to take time or not, we've seen it. Yeah, he made changes tonight, but some of them games, he's been a little slow at making his changes. So let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100.
100% right.
Some of it is on the coach. It's not just on the players to figure it out because they are learning. And first of all, with this dream team, I have seen chemistry together first before they hit the court. This is why I love this about the dream and with adding Angel Reese. They do have to figure it out. And with watching the games, we have seen with sisterhood, with these Black queens on this team, how they work together when this time where they need it the most. And this is how they pull out the wins through their defense and through their chemistry that they have established off the court. The on the court chemistry will come along as we see further in the games. But Carl has made some things where he has to adjust. He has to make rotations and not wait too long where the wings, where you see where the wings got up so many points. Yeah, he made a quick adjustment there, here and there, but the other games he has not always been doing that, Brooklyn.
Yeah. Can I say something real quick, y'all, please?
Big dog,
just real quick. All of y'all sound very unhappy tonight, and I don't understand it. Angel went for 15-9, and y'all up here crying. Why? They won the game.
Don't do that. You sound like me, BD. Don't do that. I'm the one that came up here and said that first.
Isn't the point of being a professional athlete to win the damn game? The point is to win the damn game. They won the damn game. And y'all arguing over semantics.
We're not
she
arguing.
didn't get the ball enough. She
not
could have did this pass. Who cares? They won the game.
This is Gummy's show. And Gummy, if you look at the title, read the title. So this is what the show is about. The show is about this title. You see this title up here? So Gummy is running the show. Gummy said we could speak on the questions he asked us. So when he asked us those questions, we have a right to respond. Let's keep it a buck. If you want to come this way, we can come this way. We can put it down. But what we're not going to do is move the goalposts because Bro Clyde has a great show. He represented with that title. He asked us the questions. We're not crying about anything. We're voicing our opinion on how we feel about the game.
Detail. I got it, ADP. I asked in detail. We're not up here crying, big dog. Maybe because you came late into the show.
Yeah, maybe that might be it. Give me the context.
Brooklyn came late into the show, so therefore the semantics of what y'all talking about is fucking off a little bit. You got what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
Because I'm not. No, I'm a man and I speak to men. So the thing is that what y'all received was complaining or whatever it is because y'all missed the part where I said, hold on, before I even go, I told everybody who watches my show, 10 or 15, I'll give what I think about all of the teams. Because a wise person waits to see how it all works out. So 10 or 15, I'll give you my breakdown of what I think about these teams. I was just saying, I also said before I even let the panel up here, I said speaking in a vacuum. So that's what ADP is talking about. I said we know that it's still work to do, but I clearly said speaking, which y'all both probably missed that part because you came in late. I say speaking in a vacuum with 4 games only played.
Only 4.
I said, with only 4 played, clearly, what do you see what Semeco has to work on and what I clearly said that. You could go back on the back page. So what y'all hearing is what y'all come in of me already asking them a question.
Was the micro details, not the macro details.
Right. In a vacuum type of thing. So that's giving you guys an opinionated type of response of thinking that we are up here talking about something that ain't even actually fundamentally to be even commented about. But I did ask them, speaking in a vacuum, about what they saw, you know what I mean, for as in the last 4 games. So therefore, ain't nobody up here talking about what ain't working, what don't work, or whatever. We just said what it didn't happen tonight in the amplitude of how Dallas got the lead in the third quarter. I broke down each and every quarter, which y'all was late for again. So y'all horning in on something that was already relatively going on and giving you guys perception is real. So I understand the perception, but I had to come to this point because I wanted to hear how everybody handled it. And I also wanted to hear everybody's response and what they thought. No matter if I felt that you were wrong, like I told Brooklyn, I can't be wrong because right now I said that, I mean, I can't be wrong. That what I was saying is that
we all could be wrong, bro. Like, come
I
on.
said in 15 and
Everybody could be wrong.
you really do that. The minister definitely big problem with your ass because you gonna cut somebody off and then you gonna tell somebody don't cut you off, but you gonna always respectfully do it. You gonna respectfully always do it. But anyway, like I said, like I said, we're just talking about just in this little vacuum part. We're not talking about that it doesn't work. Well, Wody Mack came in, it was like 5, and I say, well, yeah, it was segments of time.
My super chat. Right. I blame my super chat.
That right. You picked it off.
Yeah, you in Brooklyn, Wody.
But
Wody was right though.
But in segments of time, it does not work because you win with it and you lose with it. Just like with the 3. You win with the 3, you lose with the 3.
Wody, you from New York?
Your voice.
That's a fact.
Yes, I am.
That's a fact, bro.
Oh, it's
I
the
agree
New
with
Yorkers.
that.
I got
Yeah,
the solution.
that is
It's
a
the
fact.
New Yorkers that started the trouble. I got it. Okay, there you go.
That's why I said don't never listen to New York Liberty.
No. I got the real solution.
New York Liberty fans, to be more exact.
It was Bro Claw who started the trouble. Yo, look, it was bro. I'm gonna tell you how it was Bro Claw.
If you really want to be honest, Brooklyn.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Hey, we ain't gonna have New York slander though. That's what we not going to do.
Bro Claw.
MSL said you can't win shooting threes. When MSL triggered me when he said you can't win when shooting threes, and I just saw my team do such likewise, get to the finals, and have a scheme that was centered around DHO and spacing. And yes, of course, Stewie and John Quayle getting into the paint, getting 2 feet into the paint off of some action, either dribble handoff and then going up.
That myth. That's an old school myth that you can't win. They used to say before. They used to say
MSL triggered me.
Yeah, they used to say back in the day that you can't win shooting and you live by the 3, you die by the 3, but that's not the case anymore. You can win like that now. But you can also lose like that, like Bro Claw said. But Bro Claw is the real reason he quit. Listen, Bro Claw is causing confusion because the Chicago Sky is going through turmoil. So he wanted I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, bro.
The Chicago
why is triggered? I'll say the last thing, and I'll say this real quick.
Can I defend Blow Claw?
Now he innocent.
Sure enough.
He's innocent gingerbread man now.
So can I defend?
Guys, you're so rude. Tiffany wanted to speak. The woman wanted to speak. Tiffany wanted to speak, and you all guys sang her.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even. I'm sorry, Tiffany. I ain't hear you. I ain't hear you. My bad.
Okay, fellas, be quiet.
Except Mo 3 didn't do that. Mo 3 didn't do that.
You can't hear Mo 3 talk. He too low.
Oh, you can hear me.
I can hear him real good. He's been really nice. He always been a gentleman though.
So we not nice, ADP?
No.
Yeah, you guys are, but Mo 3 is
they're not. Be honest. Don't cuddle.
Yeah, I think I'm nice.
Yo, I thought we was letting Tiffy. I thought we was letting Tiffy talk. What happened?
Thank you.
You still got fire, Tiffy?
Listen, he got 2 games still, but I do want to point out 2 things real quick. One, I know y'all went to high school with Carl Semeco. I know y'all was playing YMCA ball together back in the day with your little little peewee teams. But let me tell you, if we can say these are the things that star players need to fix, Carl Semesko can have things he need to fix. It's game 2, game 3, 4, 5. We saying, Angel needs to do finishing, Caitlin needs to do this, Asia needs to do this. Like, Carl Semesko can get a little feedback. Thank you, okay? I know that's your boo-boo. That's your buddy. All right?
That's right, Tippy. Go, Tippy.
I want to speak after Tippy Kogo.
Nobody's above criticism, okay? Thank you. And I'll be there. If nobody is against Carl Semesko, just know I have not logged on. No, I haven't logged on yet, okay? And the second thing is that I wanted to call out real quickly is I see what you guys are saying, live by the 3, die by the 3. But keep in mind, Sabrina Ionescu, 1 for 19.
Yes.
The reason they won.
Yo, why we got to keep bringing this up?
No, because I'm saying, like, y'all saying that, like, Sabrina Ionescu, the shooting one. No, the reason they won is because they had a dynamic big, Jonquel Jones, and that's the reason she's the finals MVP. Look at last year. Phoenix Mercury, definitely the biggest 5-out team versus a more complex, some of its motion, but it is a post-centered offense with the Aces, and they run a lot of different actions. It is a motion offense, but they run a lot of different actions in the paint. And Asia Wilson and the Aces swept the 5-out offense team.
And they do shoot mid-ranges.
And they shoot mid-ranges, and they're not just taking high efficiency shots. She literally iced the playoffs off of a mid-range shot that she did over 2 players, right? Over AT and DB. So what I'm saying is, when you look at who and how the teams have won, keep in mind, Aces, they run a post-centered offense. Yes, there's things on the perimeter. Yes, they move the ball around, but they have won how many in the last 4 years? 3. How have they done that? A post-centered offense. The time has not come until Asia Wilson puts down that basketball and starts holding her babies. It's not going to be nobody's team winning without going through the paint. You got to get through the paint regardless of what you're doing. I'm not saying you can't have a motionless offense. What I'm saying is strictly 5-out is not going to win it for you. Without JJ on that team going in the paint, New York Liberty don't win. Y'all lucky y'all got that little win. The worst thing the WNBA did was give New York Liberty that win, because now y'all telling these coaches to shoot a whole bunch of threes. My question to you, look at New York's record. Have a nice day.
All right, so now I'm not even going to respond to that. I just want to.
Yeah, she trying to take shots at my list. Look, we going to the finals.
Damn, I forgot. Never mind. I forgot. I wanted to say something. I forgot what it was. If I remember, I said I forgot.
4 and 3, right? 4 and 3, right?
Yep, we still
all
going
I would
to
say
the
though
finals.
is, unfortunately, fortunately, or unfortunately.
Oh, I just remember.
Teams are having.
I just remember. My bad, bro. It's gonna be short. It's gonna be short anyway. Listen, yeah, I just want everybody in the panel and even some people in the chat. Y'all already know. I don't want to curse, so I'm gonna say I F with everybody in here, and it's gonna be times where we agree. It's gonna be times where we disagree. Just because I disagree don't mean I'm against you. You get what I'm saying? I'm a realist. I just want everybody in here to know I'm a realist and I don't kiss ass. So if I agree with you, I'm gonna agree with you. But if I disagree with you, I'm gonna disagree with you. It don't mean I'm coming for you. It don't mean you my op now. It don't. Listen, I understand that that's cool. Like I said this on my podcast. I understand that that's cool in women's basketball to have beef. Like everybody got they set. I'm on Asia's side. I'm on Angel's side. I'm on Kate. Like I'm not like that. I come from the men's side where we can have an argument, discussion, and be cool after. That's all I know. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give you my opinion, and that's it. And my opinion sometimes is gonna be agreeing with you if I agree with what you say. And 90% of the time in here I agree with people, right? But it's gonna be times in here where I disagree with you. Just because I disagree with you, it don't mean we got beef though. It don't mean I'm your op. It don't mean I'm on the other side. So I just want everybody to know that. I ain't gonna kiss that just because I like you. Hold on, I'm not done. Hold on, let me land my plane. I'm gonna explain myself because a lot of people,
New Yorkers are passionate.
a lot of people that's even feminine had a lot of bass in their voice when they talk to me just because I disagree with them. Like that was crazy. All I said was
I didn't pick it up, but I didn't want to say
it. It's crazy. So I just want everybody to know. Hold on, let me finish. I'm almost done. I just want everybody to know I got love for everybody. I'm just not gonna, just because we cool, I ain't gonna kiss your ass. If I disagree with you, I disagree with you. It is what it is. I don't got no beef with nobody though. I love you all. Then I'm landing my plane. Get Wody.
Take that bass out your voice, damn it.
I felt like he was coming for me for a minute. Okay, then.
I'm coming for everybody. I want everybody to know it's all love. It's all love from 80s.
Well, the estrogen rich on the panel were very definitive on Carl Smesco's head. That part is true. Right, y'all?
Everybody, listen. Everybody be cool. Jacob been listening for a whole
Oh, Jacob here?
Yes, he been
This motherfucker, I'm in here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So go ahead, watch your mouth, Jacob. KSAP want a better.
Chris Tucker in the house.
He don't want the cussing and stuff like that. So because other eyes is now watching us. So go ahead and
right, keep it PG-13.
Okay, big dog. I know you're not talking, but okay.
It's not my show.
Yo, hold on. Somebody said,
shut up.
somebody in the chat said I called people's opinions are dumb. If I did, I apologize. I don't remember saying that. What I do remember saying when I came in here is saying I disagree with people, and I remember saying I thought people was wrong. I don't never remember saying dumb or trash, though. I don't put words in my mouth, please. I said I disagree. I said I disagree, and I think people was wrong, and I have the right. I have the right to say that, and that's how I felt. But I never told nobody they was trash, and I never told nobody they was dumb. So please don't put words in my mouth. Thank you.
Hey, yo, I would say this. You see how emotive you were saying the word trash and dumb. That word, you see how forcefully he said those two words. I'm sure if he said them two words, you'd remember.
Thank you. That's why I don't like people don't listen.
Dumb is very expressive words coming from a New Yorker.
But look, Wody, to your point, maybe that's how people feel. Like you could just say something, you disagree with somebody, and all of a sudden they feel like you think I'm dumb. Like who said you dumb? Like fuck, I just say I disagree.
You know what it is? It's our accent. We come off as aggressive, so we could be saying all the right things, but it just sound bad because we New Yorkers.
I don't disagree in an aggressive way. I'm from Brooklyn. I talk how I talk. I've been talking like this for 2 years. I ain't disagreeing in no aggressive way or no non-aggressive way. I just said I disagree. That's all I did. If you took what I said aggressively, that's on you, and that's something you need to work on. That's all I just said. I disagree.
That's in the chat. Hold on. Let me speak. Listen. Nobody is have to be offensive. I mean, your opinion, that don't mean that you're right or wrong. We are here to hold a conversation. Everybody calm down. The temperature got to be calmed down, and that's my job to calm it down. So what I'm saying is nobody's no enemies up here. Nobody,
not at all.
Everybody that up here, I communicate with them personally. Mostly everybody that's up here, for the most part, outside of me and Mo3, we got to get that unit back together. But mostly everybody up here, I have my own personal reference to. And what I want to say is that we just debate. It's good for debate, but the thing is we also know that it's other eyes that are watching. Whoever is that, please. We got other eyes that are watching our shows now. It's over 310 people been in here for the last hour watching us. 310 people. So what I'm saying is that the shows are amping up. There are more and more eyes there. We have to be more considerate. The boss is right. And I'm not trying to have a show of confusion. I'm trying to have a show of consulting, right? So the thing is that having fun is all about having fun, okay? And when you guys go back to the chat, y'all do y'all thing in the chat. But right now we focusing on what I'm saying, what I got orating on the panel, and what we got going on as of now. But go ahead, baby Jacob. Go ahead and speak.
Okay, so I just want to, before I say anything, because I just want to get the full context. So what is this whole show about? How did this whole thing start before I reply to anything? Because I joined late as well. I joined the same time, right around the same time as Brooklyn.
Okay, so what I said was, in a vacuum in the third quarter, what went wrong? So that's where y'all came. I asked them in a vacuum because they lost the lead in the vacuum, and Dallas gained the lead in the third quarter. but they was able eventually to come back in the fourth. But I said in a vacuum, so everybody was giving their opinions of what went wrong in that segment of time. That's all.
All right.
Well,
And
that didn't start the argument, though, bro. Claude.
No, okay, MSL, because he talked. Go ahead.
Yo, Jacob, let me give you some advice, bro. Don't be too aggressive, and make sure that you watch what you say, because people are gonna think you cursing them out, even though you didn't.
Now y'all be
Nobody move. Nobody get hurt.
I'm gonna start dropping some. Y'all being
this is a lot of male ego thing going on, but go ahead, Jacob. You got
Can I go, or am I just gonna have to sit here?
I was just hoping. I was trying to help him out.
I know. I get it. All right, I won't say that next time. I couldn't see the game, but I heard y'all shitting on Carl Smeshko, so I'm trying to figure out what that's all about.
Can I bring him up to speed, bro, Claude?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, basically, there was the game itself where they started off very well. They had like a 17-5 lead or whatever. Eventually, it was 19-9. They kept a decent lead. The team caught up. Then they extended the lead again. They won the game. After the game, Carl Semeco, they played very good defense. They only held them to 70 points. The team scored 86. Talking about the dream during the interview, Angel mentioned she's still trying to work stuff out with Jordan Canada. And then Carl Smeshko, when asked about Angel, he basically said, look, she's got stuff to learn. We have a totally different language. And basically he's saying it's going to take time. This is not going to happen overnight. But he said, I promise you, everybody will be happy. But you just got to have some patience. Mind you, the team is 3-1. Okay. So what do you think? Because the argument is that basically Jordan Canada is kind of like the main culprit. She can't really see the floor, and
she's not a PG MSO. So I see what you're saying there. She's not a PG.
Right. So either the argument is you need to put a guard in there that can't see, or just have Angel be at the top of the key running the offense, because that's what they claim they brought her there for anyway. So I guess the thing is, when is it going to happen? But that's where the whole time comes in and the factors. So you can either criticize Carl Semeco and what you see, or you could just lay in the cut and say, hey, let's wait and see.
Also, I wish Carl Semeco can cut the bull crap with Ryan Howard and actually tell her how to play basketball instead of shooting 10-3 the game.
She was good today.
But I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead. We
Ryan played an excellent game today. Excellent.
Okay, I meant like
excellent
I just wish
excellent game today, but I will say this: Ryan Howard's game is also predicated on perimeter shooting as well as Alicia.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
But Shelly took three 3-point shots today.
Hold on, can Jacob feel, even if you didn't watch the game today, if you have a general critique of Ryan Howard, we're gonna allow it, because today was a miracle.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the word today. Like, why are we hating on Ryan Howard's game?
Listen,
look what y'all doing here.
Criticism. Sorry, go ahead, Jacob.
Nope, nobody said that. But we shouldn't just be hating on people for no reason.
No, I guess the argument is that Ryan Howard, he just could be a chucker. Could be a chucker sometimes.
Through the game.
I love watching Ryan Howard though. I say that.
I'm gonna create confusion. I'm gonna go back to the chat.
I'm just saying she just takes too many threes. That's it.
Well, here's the thing about Ryan Howard. She's going to take her shots, but understand this offense is going to change. Bree Jones is going to be back soon. And when she comes back, it's going to alter how they run this read and react thing that they got going on right now.
Maybe,
so
but last year,
let's give
it
it
operate out the mid-range.
7-8
But I will say this,
games,
Tiffy,
before we get a real
my girl
assessment of where they could go.
I say this, right? Because this is not too far removed from what they did last season, but there will be some changes. I know a lot of people envision a future where Angel Reese will be kind of like an Alyssa Thomas type of player, where she's the orchestrator, your point forward, right? The ball is in her hand and she's distributing to all the shooters around the perimeter. But Tiffy, with Big BG and Bree Jones last year. What was the offense looking like last season? What was the offense looking like last season?
They chucked 3-pointers.
But I know what you're saying. They didn't have a point forward last year. Sorry.
No, they didn't have a point forward last season. But what was the offense looking like? It's going to change slightly because you got to, if he's going to acclimate his system to, or acclimate his offense to the players that he's got now, right? You remember what it looked like last season, right?
Last year it looked like the first game when they took like 33s. To be fair, it looked like the first game.
They were throwing up hella threes.
A good game, Wody, as far as the threes.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll use this as an outlier, right? But again, going back in reference to what there was conversation earlier when I said it triggered me that you said it, they had somewhat success getting to the playoffs, playing how they played last season without a power forward or a center who could initiate the offense.
But that's why Leah Boston kicked their ass in the playoffs.
Taking threes and getting 2 feet in the paint doing jump hooks. Bree Jones was taking threes and overpowering smaller players. Now they got a player who can be somewhat of a point forward, right? There may be some modifications, but look at how they played last season.
Yeah, but
how much more different you think this man gonna be from what he was last season?
And that's what I'm saying, and I hear what you're saying, and that's why I'm saying, and I'd like to hear Jacob's take on this too, if he wants to share. That's why I'm saying the onus is on Carl Semesko. Like, he's the one with the clipboard. He's the one who went and made a trade for Angel. So you have to learn how to use her. And I will say this: go and look at the Dallas Wings game versus the Chicago Sky. Sorry, bro, Claude. But it was a really good game. And the way that Jessica Shepard was used in that game is different than how she was used versus the Chicago Sky. A good coach is able to change the scheme based on the matchups. This game, yes, they won. But as in the words of Asia Wilson, winning covers everything. There are so many flaws that can be fixed. This is a playoff caliber team, and it will be a couple of games before they start playing like a playoff caliber. But the way that the Atlanta Dream played last year was not playoff caliber basketball. It's good in-season basketball, but when you get to the playoffs, you have to be able to switch actions, you have to be able to switch the focal point, and you have to lock in on your matchups. The way that Carl Semesko runs the Atlanta Dream from last year was not a matchup intentional game plan, and he has to change that this year.
Well, I'm assuming if or when he makes the playoffs, kind of like how you say he'll run his plays at the end of quarters, at the end of the game. I'm assuming when he gets to the playoffs, he may also run more plays or more actions or more shifts and so forth like that, because you'll have to, because the playoffs is a totally different type of basketball unless his shooters are hitting their shots lights out, because you don't want a situation, no shade to the Liberty fans, up a 1 for 19 Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, no, I hear what you're saying, and I disagree, because if you look at the Las Vegas Aces, this is how I knew they're going to make the finals. I knew they're going to struggle to get there, but I knew they're going to make the finals in that game where Asia Wilson, I think it was the last matchup between the Lynx and the Aces, where Fee ended up getting hurt. Asia Wilson, the way that she played and the Aces played that game, that was playoff basketball. You have to be playing playoff basketball by around all-star time. That's how you know the teams that are going to make it far and the teams that will fall flat on their face. If after all-stars, you
feel this is a gimmick offense for the playoffs?
You can't. This is not an offense that will. This is an offense that will be a first-round exit. That's how we knew that Liberty was going to be knocked out in the first round, because so many of them were injured after all-stars. So many of them were in and out of the rotation. You can't get to playoff basketball if all your players aren't there. So that's why I'm saying, like, the onus is on Carl Semesko. Yeah, you can win in-season games, but when are you going to start playing playoff basketball? And playoff basketball means utilizing your point forward.
But in fairness to him, can't or won't that happen further down the season as they get closer to the playoffs?
It can happen, but the thing about, like ADP was saying, like, we're not asking him to figure everything out today. But you cannot say that you're watching film and we watch film and you're making the same mistakes every single time. Incremental changes, incremental improvements is what you need, right?
Because sorry, Tiffy, real quick. because I don't think he's going to reveal everything that he has until the playoffs, just as a surprise. If his offense is basically let the players figure it out in a few sets or a few plays that are run at integral times of the game, I think he's going to hold that for the playoffs because of getting knocked out in the first round last year.
Nah, I don't think so. I think that's an elementary, like we were saying at the beginning, back to what Bro Claude and many of us were saying at the beginning. That's an elementary mistake. That's an elementary playbook. The kinds of schemes that you throw at teams during the playoffs is different. But the essence, the type of plays that you run, the way that you utilize players, if you're just figuring that out in the playoffs, you can't win a championship like that. Championship basketball needs to be being played at the end of June.
Yeah, because everybody's watching film. Everybody's watching these players play. You think the players gonna figure it out like we figured it out? They're watching. They're watching every single game, every single play when they got to go against the Dream. So he has to make his rotations right. He got to.
Angel, they talked about that on today's show. They said Angel had to make a detour around the paint because they were setting up those offensive fouls there. So she took it off the edge of the paint. So yeah, they're already making those adjustments.
Well, my thing is we ain't seen the Dream at full strength yet because Bree Jones not there. So for me, it's not a big enough sample size to make an accurate assessment of where I think the Dream are going to be at because all their pieces aren't there yet. So I gotta wait and see. I'm still on wait and see mode. As for tonight's game, AR played good. Ryan was good. Like they look decent to me. I ain't really have no issues with the Dream tonight. Like they look good to me. Now, were they shit in the third quarter? Yeah, they played like shit in the third quarter. But they made that up in the fourth quarter because they were lights out in the fourth quarter. So again, it's just not. It hasn't been enough games. It hasn't been enough games for me to like make a real accurate assessment. And all this,
absolutely,
and all this Angel Reese point forward stuff, guys. Can we just get 44 games out of Angel Reese first before we start trying to turn into Magic Johnson?
You're missing the point. Like, we're not saying that we're basing it on the first 4 games. We're just saying in the first 4 games what we see. And come on now, we got to be for real. You see the things that's happening. We can't just look past it just because they're winning games. Yes, it's only 4 games in. We know they're going to be a great team. They're already a great team because, like I said, it's chemistry with the players. It's chemistry on the floor. And to me, it's like a family when I look at the Dream, like sisterhood. They know how to figure it out.
You got to understand, though, ADP and everybody else. BD, you got to know that mostly all the peeps that's up here got the Dream as the number 2 or 3 team. We know that Ace is number 1. Most of us that got them as 2 or 3. I got them as the top 3 personally. But I do have the Aces as number 1. But I do think that can they be the number 1 team in the league? Yes, possibly so. They was at a certain point of last year, and they can be. I'm gonna let Baby Page.
They were actually tied for second place, but they ended up 3rd.
Yeah, I know that, bro. I was just speaking, factual.
Hey, Big Page. Oh my
God. This is my baby.
I miss you, girl.
Go ahead, Baby Page.
Okay. What I was gonna say is you're gonna have to give them at least 10 to 15 games to figure this all out.
Yeah.
And then also you got to realize Jordan Canada is not good off ball, and they need to play Pow Pow in the starting lineup.
Yes.
That will make Angel play the point forward, and that's what they need. Because they need somebody to set up the offense, and Jordan Canada is too erratic for that. She can't set up their offense. So they need somebody to set up their offense. And if you have Angel coming up, setting it up, and her passing it off and getting into the paint, passing it off to an open shooter, that's what they need. So
that's an ego thing, though.
They need a better point guard.
I go back to before I do speak. Paige, you had more you wanted to
add? Bodie's like, whoa.
Also, you gotta give them more time, because some of these passes that they're trying to make, it's just timing. So you gotta give them at least 10 games to figure it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's all we were up here, baby Paige. We was just putting the third quarter in a vacuum of what we saw.
Yeah.
We were not talking about where they at for the season. Of course, obviously not. You know how I move, baby Paige. I don't move in 15 games. Then I'll let y'all know, just like I did last year.
Yeah.
I let y'all know that Chicago openly, right, baby Paige, open ADP. I let y'all know that this was a rebuild. I let y'all know that in 10 and 15 games, while everybody else was contrary in their thoughts and hoping and wishing and praying, I said right away when I saw it, this was a rebuild.
With all them scrubs, what else could it be?
You know, so of course, definitely. So
which team you talking about? Your Sky?
Yeah, that was last year. So the thing is that this year I'm seeing something different with the Dream. I'm seeing I do see them as a better team. So when I say different, I don't want anybody in BD and everybody else that came in a little late and Jacob. I'm saying I see different, meaning that I see them as a better team than what they was last year. And remember, on the panel, me, ADP, and Sister L, we the ones that said we had the Dream being in third place.
We did.
Well, based off of the offense that they play, obviously Griner and even to a certain extent Bree Jones, they weren't gonna roll off the pick and roll nearly as quickly, especially Griner, as they needed to, and that would be an issue for them. And obviously on the defense, neither Griner or Bree Jones can guard. So Angel being there, whether she plays with Bree Jones or not, certainly makes both the defense and the offense much more versatile than it was last year, because you had two plotting bigs down low. So that was another reason Semeco was excited, and I guess which makes certain people mad. But it does take time. We're only in the fourth game.
Yeah.
But even like I was saying, I go back to what I mentioned, what I kept highlighting last season. I thought it was so interesting and kind of fun to watch, where people were accustomed to seeing Brittany Griner play in Phoenix's offense, right? Around the nail, around the elbows, and and occasionally pulling threes. When the very first game of the season, when he had her taking about 3 to 4 threes in the first game, and Bree Jones was pulling about the same amount, I'm like, oh, I see what he's encouraging his bigs, Bree Jones and Brittany Griner, who most people look at as like floor spaces, to be shooting the ball, because he wants there to be the opportunity for his guards like Alicia, Geraldine Canada, and Ryan Howard, who can get to the rack to be able to slash, because there's no help deep. There's no significant rim protector there to deter your slashers if your bigs are around the perimeter, which is why one of the benefits to that type of floor space and scheme, where who if I get a help defender, if I put, let's say, all right, if I put Brittany Griner at one of the hashes, right, using last season's offense, and I've got Alicia Gray in one corner or one wing, and it could be Jenny, sometimes it could be Jordan Canada in the other wing, and Ryan Howard has the ball in the hand. The easiest help is going to come from the corner, is going to drop from the corner. And if that help defender is 5'6", like most guards in the league, that ain't no deterrent to somebody, you know what I mean, who's athletic, like a Kalia Copper, like a Kennedy Carter, you know what I mean, like Alicia Gray, they can elevate. Come on, man. So it is a benefit to it, but yes, you still gotta make the most of the opportunities you get. You got to make those shots. You got to make those layups. You know what I mean, when they come to you. And if you're having an off night from a lot of your players, yeah, you can be beat. But that's where comes in handy. You come in, bro. It comes in handy having a player like a Breonna Stewart or a Jonquel Jones, where, you know what I mean, if the shots necessarily aren't farther from distance, they can also get it 2 feet in the paint. They can get it and hit you with the turnaround. Well, that's where those type of players become beneficial, where they're very efficient, you know what I mean, 10 to 15 feet out with their mid-range and their turnaround.
Hold on, baby Paige. Go ahead and finish what you were saying. You forgot?
No, I didn't forget. I'm just thinking
Okay.
about some more you guys also have to remember that they're gonna shoot that many threes because they
They're
did it
gonna
last
do it.
year.
They're
So
gonna
it's not
do it.
really gonna change.
I told everybody, baby Paige, you know, they get uptight because they, you know, so I said it to MSL, I said it to Keisha, I said it to Tony.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot shots. To them, it feels like it's chucking, okay? But they're not, and I told this to brother Duvall too. They're not chucking shots. This is how they offense runs. They shoot at a high clip from the 3-point line. Tonight they didn't do that. They only shot 15 times, which was surprising.
Everybody keeps saying surprising.
No, that was really efficient. Okay, that was really efficient. They had to shoot efficient because Baby Paige is not no joke. Okay, so you know, with Dallas being the team that they are, and you're with a team that can play like you, because Dallas can't.
That's true. That's true.
Dallas can play like them, and they
Shepherd
do
and
have,
Alana Smith,
and
right.
they have a big like Angel in Jessica Shepard, who had a triple-double just the day before yesterday on the Chicago Sky. Okay, so the thing is that, you know, they have to be able to take on these challenges, which they have the last 4 games. And I will say, you know, out of dropping one of those games, the game was a close game. But once again, Baby Paige, all I wanted to do was to reiterate that, you know, changes are going to be made. Things are going to be balanced. And like me and you also said, and Brooklyn reiterated what he said. He said that timing is going to be off. Me,
yeah,
of course, I was a baller. You know what I mean? I'm older now, but of course, also was a coach just a few years ago. I stopped coaching because my girls grew up, right? So the thing is that the antics and the actual game of play is changing in the WNBA. You are seeing them now go away from tall. Everybody wanted bigs. Now this is transferring. If you can remember, Sister ADP, I said that the WNBA is on a shift again. They're finna go small. Do you remember me saying that? ADP?
Yep. Uh-huh.
I said because people want to run, they want to run, and they want to shoot threes. So who can do that best but a little person? You got what I'm saying? 6'3" and down. This is where it's moving towards again, and getting those 6'3", 6'4" forwards to be able to handle the ball, like Alyssa Thomas, Angel Reese, Jessica Shepard, different ones that can bring that ball up the court. Nneka Ogwumike, she can do it. You know what I mean? She's been doing it for her whole career, damn near. So the thing is that the WNBA is moving more small ball, because you're going to see those three guard plays more and more in the W, and we have been seeing it, and we've been seeing the Mercury capitalize off of that, and they've been whooping people with that 3 guard front, right? Basically, y'all, I would say I appreciate everybody coming up here on this panel, but we've been up here 3 hours and 17 minutes. I didn't not get to Caitlin Clark in full span. I will do that in the morning. Praise the AMSL. So I will get to, but I want to cover the total W.
Wait, you want me on tomorrow's show? That what you're saying?
Oh, absolutely, always. But
okay.
The thing,
that can be a fun topic tomorrow.
You are invited every time that I'm up here. Big dog, we gonna we definitely you just gotta let me know.
What time you gonna be on in the morning?
I'm gonna be on MSL show. Go ahead, MSL.
No, I was asking you what time you're gonna be on.
I'm talking about I'm be on Big Dog show. Go ahead, Big Dog.
No, I was gonna say I sent you an email to let you know the details. All you gotta do is respond to it. Because I don't have IG and all that. YouTube, the only thing I got. I don't do social media stuff like that.
Neither do
gotta
I,
step it
bro,
up.
Claude, just so you know. I don't have an IG account.
I know
Go
you
ahead.
told me that before. Yeah, you told me that before, but I need you, BD. You got a channel now. So
big page.
Yeah, is very important that you do have your a social media platform where people can get in contact with you and be able to communicate with you because you're gonna grow just like everybody else.
I mean, I got a Discord if that count. You got Discord?
I'm joking when I say this, bro, Claude, to both of them, but how do you meet people if you don't got an Instagram? That's how everybody meets.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm just an old vet, my nigga, and I'm used to stopping people on the street. I'm used to being like, yo, ma, come here.
You roll.
You know what I'm saying? Like all that meeting people online stuff. I don't even know how that worked for real.
I ain't gonna
Like,
hold you.
I
I
don't even
actually
know
did
how
meet
you
one of my girlfriends on Instagram.
We know you did.
I pulled up in the DMs.
Bro, Clyde, tell Paige how every time like they were calling the game and stuff tonight. Do you know what Bro Clyde did? I think we need to come on together and get him. He kept saying,
what was he doing?
Oh, let me tell you, girl. He kept saying, look, Gamecock Nation, every time they do a play. So I will put in the chat LSU Nation. He be doing that little shady stuff, Paige. I forgot to tell you.
And then when Washington play, it's all about Notre Dame or somebody.
Every time a Gamecock, I said, if he say it one more time, every time Gamecock Nation.
Wait.
I said, wait a minute.
You're not innocent, sir.
Sorry.
You see this dude trying to put the halo on? Like Bro Claude just sitting there trying to really put the halo on. Like, I ain't do it. It wasn't me.
And he got like 18 favorite players.
Right. You not Shaggy, dude. You are not Shaggy. You don't get out of here with that.
Let him talk about Olivia Miles. He'll talk about her for 30 minutes. You're like, wait a minute. I thought
Magic Miles.
Oh, we're not doing this bullshit. We're not doing this.
And hold up, wait. Can we stop with the Magic Miles stuff?
Yes, please. That is disrespectful to Magic Johnson. We're not doing
Miles.
Yeah, can we stop with the Magic stuff?
We're not doing this.
Guys, calm down. It's Olivia Magic Miles. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I know. She is nothing like no Magic Johnson. That is blasphemous. That's like saying Caitlin Steph Clark. That's what that's like saying. When I hear Olivia Magic Miles, I hear Caitlin Steph Clark.
She do got some flair though, BD. She do got some flair.
She's nothing like Magic. She's nothing like Magic. No.
Don't be mad.
Go ahead.
No, she's nothing like Magic, bro.
Ow.
She got a better shot.
Magic was one of one.
Get out your feelings. Okay, go ahead.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad, BD. All I said, hey, first of all, BD, I had the uphill battle with this with Baby Praise and Mo3 and ADP, and it was an uphill battle about Olivia Miles when she was on Notre Dame, which Baby Jacob already know that too. I told everybody that she was going to translate to the pros. Some people said that she was not going to translate to the pros and she was going to be cut.
Even after ACL, you felt that way, bro?
No one said that.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I'm gonna bring it up.
Even after ACL, bro, Claude, you felt that way?
I don't want to say the channel, Jacob, but you'll remember. You'll be like, oh, okay, I do remember that day. Listen, it was a channel that we don't go on no more. But anyway, the channel said that Olivia Miles was not a point guard. First of all, she's not a good guard, and then they were happy that she left Notre Dame and said that she was going to fail that summer. So I said in my rebuttal, when she come back, go to TCU, you're going to see the real Olivia Miles, which she led in scoring, which she led in passing, which she led in steals. Yes, that Olivia Miles that translated over to who? No other. Everybody was shocked at the draft that Cheryl Reese picked Olivia Miles. No one knew. And then on top of it, they shocked right now that Olivia Magic Miles is running her offense. And I land my plane. I'm just saying what I said. I said what I said, and you read it.
Bro Claude. Do you remember a player in the NBA named Lafayette Lever?
I remember Lafayette Lever.
Yeah, Fat Lever. That's who Olivia Miles. Yes, that's who Olivia Miles remind me of.
Not ever. Her handles is better.
Not Magic Johnson.
She got great
and I only say that because Magic Johnson
king, right?
was an anomaly. You talking about a 6'9" guard? Olivia Miles' height don't match up. You can't compare the two. It's apples and oranges.
I said she's Olivia Magic Miles of the women. You matching men's height and what that is. You can't even do that, BD. Your brain can't even function to do that. Men and women,
her game ain't like Magic either, though. She's not balling out in transition like that.
You know why you're saying that? Because
she's a flashy passer.
Yeah, she does all the flashy passes.
She's flashy with the passes. It's showtime.
Magic, like it or not, was a flashy passer.
She slashed to the basket. Her layup is unreachable by most of the people, even centers, when she go to lay the ball up. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay. Maybe I'm going over y'all head. Look, this is not against Olivia Miles, the player. Olivia Miles, the player is phenomenal. I just don't think you could compare her to Magic. I think it's apples and oranges. Magic did different things that Olivia Miles can't do.
Listen, that's a man. She's a female.
No,
I know. We're talking about on the court.
She could play.
Bro,
she could play 1, 2, 3. She could play 1, 2, 3.
No, I'm saying Magic could play 1 through 5. Like all I'm saying is she's more like Fat Lever to me. That's all I'm saying. I don't think she's like Magic.
1 through 3, but she's
tell him, bro, Claude.
She's a
don't think you play a forward position.
So let's find a smaller, flashy passer.
She's a
Mark Jackson, but she's a little more athletic than Mark Jackson.
More maybe Jason Williams.
She is like Jason Williams too.
Or Jason Kidd, even though Jason Kidd had an uglier shot.
I had Jason Williams as the white Magic Johnson.
No, go ahead, bro, Claude. She Olivia Magic Miles. Go ahead.
Her name is Olivia Magic Miles. I'm gonna stand on it, and y'all gonna see at the end of the.
I could say Caitlin Steph Clark. And that's okay.
No, she's not. But she's not nowhere near.
She's nowhere near. Like,
all right, that's okay. That's my point.
Who do we scare off the net?
That's my point. That right there.
No, you're trying to take away from
you're trying to do a differentiation.
No, I'm not.
But I gotta no. You're trying to do a differentiation.
Who do we scare off the panel?
But she can pass like Madge. She got court vision and wisdom, a high IQ like Magic Johnson. She can run. She's definitely deadly on the fast break like Magic Johnson. She sees players on both. Ain't no She sees both sides of the player. What more? You must need to go look at her game. But I know her.
I have looked at her game. I've watched all her games. I followed her in college. I'm an Olivia Miles fan. That's why I'm saying she reminds me of Fat Lever, not Magic.
Listen, you can't say what you're saying because that's why Notre Dame offense definitely looked different without Olivia Miles on there. They had to figure that thing out. Yes,
mic drop.
Did Notre Dame do better than what they did the previous year? Yes, because it was confusion. It was discourse. There was things going on in the locker room. They were out of sync with each other. They were not in tune with each other on the court the time that Olivia Miles was there. And then
who had a better team between last year TCU team and Notre Dame? Who had a better team?
Who
had a better team between Olivia Miles and Hannah Doggle last year?
Olivia Miles had the better team. They had
So Hannah did better.
No, TCU had the better team.
That's what I said. TCU.
Wait,
else had the better team. So by them having they had a bigger and a better team. Okay, but they wasn't that good because Olivia Miles led them in scoring, passing, and steals. Okay, so
does steals mean you're a good defender? Does steals mean you're a good defender though?
Yeah. You can't be on the
okay. So hold on.
Wait.
Go.
Let me answer. You asked me.
You already answered.
No, I didn't. I didn't finish. You just stopped me. If you're number one in anything in coaching, period, brother, you can't say that person isn't good. That's blasphemy.
So Allen Iverson's a good defender then because he led the league in steals for 3 years.
Allen Iverson was good. He was the best player on his team. That's what I said.
That doesn't mean he's a good defender.
Yes, he is. He's
Allen Iverson's a good defender. Oh no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
He was a good defender. He wasn't no trash.
So Allen Iverson was a bad defender.
Never was a cone. Allen Iverson never was a cone.
I never said he was a cone.
He was an average defender at best. He was good at playing the passing lanes, Allen. He was great at playing the passing lanes.
He was a pick and pop player. Definitely a passing lane player. So he had a good vision to anticipate when the pass was coming. So
he was great at that.
He was very
just
great.
Staying one-on-one, he was too small for a lot of the guards to play one-on-one.
Yeah, sometimes that's why Kobe said, "Don't get your ass up off that ground." But that's why Kobe said, "Stop falling so much."
Defensive skills that was preventing him from playing better.
Absolutely,
that's a physical limitation.
Hold on a second. Say she hit 33 foot and 35 foot like Steph tonight. Yeah, but she's not Steph Curry. That's the
right.
difference.
And Olivia Miles, not Magic Johnson.
He's a man.
Nobody said she was Magic Johnson.
Yes, you did. You said Olivia Magic Miles.
We can call her Magic. You taking it out of context. We
no,
Jacob, let me finish. Calm down.
Magic Miles.
They just hate.
Jacob. When you use magic, do you know you can use it in different terms? Okay, let's be so for real. Nobody said Magic Johnson. Nobody said Magic Johnson. He gave you where he had.
Similarities to Magic Johnson.
Right. He can say that. We can say Olivia Magic Miles without having to refer her to Magic
her
Johnson.
skill.
Bro, Clark, I didn't put a picture of Magic Johnson on your thumbnail next to Olivia Miles. Don't do
that. If you guys are getting so offended by him saying that's a problem. That's a problem.
I'm not offended by it. Hold on, wait. I'm not offended by it. I'm just implying, like I said, Olivia Magic Miles to me. This is just to me, though. This is just for me. This don't apply to everybody.
I see you at the end of the year. Because
thank you, Eagles.
It don't even have to be that. In fairness, it could just be a nickname.
She's gonna be rookie of
the year. Okay. If it's just a nickname, then cool. It's just when I hear it, it just.
Did I ever think she was a bad player?
Do not shoot accurate like Stephen Curry. The accuracy part, but Olivia Miles passes like Magic Johnson. The way that she passes and freak the show and then much see TV, the way she finds players, the way she goes up and down the court. She has a freak show when she plays the ball. People want to see that shit.
Yes, bro, Clark. And for the first time, I actually see Cheryl Miller happy with a rookie like Olivia Miles.
Yeah, wait, no.
Okay.
Cheryl Reeves, baby, Jacob. Cheryl Reeves, you just trying to crash out. Jacob, stop drinking the bread.
Okay. Did I say Cheryl Miller? I'm sorry. I meant to say Cheryl Reeves.
Cheryl Reeves,
We're not going to do the Cheryl Reeves slander either.
Huh?
We're not gonna do the Cheryl Reeves slander.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I said this was
slandering Cheryl Reeves.
No, people keep saying this bullshit about My bad.
Stack team.
Oh, go ahead,
This bull
Emma.
crap about Cheryl Reeves not playing rookies. That's not true.
That's not true.
Cheryl Reeves has always played her rookies as long as they're good. The rookies that don't get played are the ones that are not good.
I agree, Mo3.
Like Alyssa Peely.
Yes, like Alyssa Peely.
That was fun.
Every good rookie that
Listen.
Cheryl Reeves have had, she has started.
Cheryl Reeves, do you want me to pull that up?
I'm just saying, I like Mo3. I like it.
Watch this. Watch this, ADP. Do you want me to pull it up? BD and baby Jacob. What Cheryl Reeves says she's the best passer she ever seen in the WNBA in her lifetime. Do you want me to pull that up? Cheryl Reeves said that. She don't.
Listen. I'm not knocking Olivia Miles' game by no means. I'm an Olivia Miles fan. I followed Olivia Miles both through Notre Dame and TCU. I like Olivia Miles. It's just for me. Maybe because Magic Johnson is my favorite player, so the nickname Magic triggers me.
It's
okay, I'm sorry for that.
It's a big ego thing out here for me, baby. And I like to put him in that place. It's a big ego thing.
Nah, for me, it's not ego at all.
Let's keep it a spade. It's some ego going on. This ain't the first time or the first player like this. I'm sorry, Mo3, not you. BD, I like to go against BD any day, but he knows what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Hey y'all, let me get this money. Let me get this money, man. We about to get up out of here. Hold on. Say she hit a 33-foot and a 35-foot like Steph tonight. But look at her career. Look at what she does. Steph never went 1 for 33, 1 for 35. He's never in his whole entire career never done that. Now you could put her with somebody else, not even Reggie Miller, not none of the greatest shooters of all time. So stop doing that. What I'm doing is the assist rating, the level of passing, the level of running the point, the level of her orchestrating. She would not. Do y'all understand that Cheryl Reeves think that this girl is that good? Like Mo3 said, he took Courtney Williams out of the point position, a seasoned veteran, a seasoned veteran that got handles, that can play and play the one. She's been doing
Courtney the 2 guard.
She put her as a 2 guard and let Olivia Miles run the offense. You just don't do that.
Main position, that's why she did it.
Listen, you giving me all of that bullshit that you talking, bro. But she's the point guard of a fucking team that is a winner. She's the point guard of that. Right now, they're a winning team, and this is a point guard that was put in, that was out of college, that's running this offense, that's making noise. You could say whatever you want to say about her. We're going to see at the end of the year what I said, just like I said ADP when they was going against me and what she was when she went to TCU. And then they was like, oh, yeah, you're right. Especially this guy named Jacob, too. The same thing that she did that you said, you, Jacob, you said that she wasn't going to do good.
I said UCLA was going to be South Carolina.
You said she was trash and she wasn't going to do good at TCU.
I never said she was trash. Hold on. No. You're not going to put words in my mouth. Fuck that. Fuck that, number one. No, I did not say that. I did not say that. Do not put fucking words in my mouth. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You said she was not going to do good at TCU.
I never said that. I never said that.
You were one of the ones that I said, you said, no, bro, Claude, I don't think she's going to
do good. I never said that. No, I did not. You're putting words in my mouth.
Okay, Jacob. I'm gonna look for the foul, and then when I bring it up, I just
okay. And if you're wrong, then what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna apologize to baby.
No,
Jacob.
you're not. I know how you are, bro. God, you like to move the goalposts. Don't do that.
I just said it. As a man of my word, I will apologize, but I'm gonna bring it up about the Olivia Miles.
I said, okay. I never said she was not good.
No, you never said. You never said. No, I never said you said that. You said her going to TCU was trash. You don't think that she was supposed to go to TCU. That's what you said for Olivia Miles.
I never said she was. You thought I said she was trash. I never said that.
Though. No, going to TCU was trash. Let me be clear.
That doesn't mean she's trash, though.
No, it doesn't mean. I'm telling you exactly what you said.
That doesn't mean she's trash.
Okay, but once again, to my reference, you don't think that I should call her Magic Miles.
Does that mean she's a bad point guard? No, I never said. Just because I said don't call her that doesn't mean she's a bad point guard.
Okay. So therefore, we in calm terms, what I'm saying is that Olivia Miles, with the way that she plays,
she's a good point guard. Yes.
She not just good. You have to be as you cannot listen, brother. That's the only.
She's going to be a great point guard. My issue is the magic thing. It's like saying Caitlin Chef Curry.
It's not an issue. It's just a word.
That's what it sounds like to me.
So if we call Caitlin Clark Steph Curry, then you can't react like that. Then basically,
it's not an issue. Go ahead, Mo.
But she don't shoot like. But you saying
it's not even shoot. She doesn't do nothing like.
You don't have attributes.
Again, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like Chef Clark.
No. That's
go ahead, Mo. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Caitlin Clark does nothing that Steph Curry does. Nothing. She don't shoot like him. She don't got handles like him.
She don't shoot from the logo. Caitlin Clark don't. Hold up, wait. Does she not take shots from the logo? Yes or no?
Let me clarify. When I say she doesn't do what Steph Curry does, I mean she doesn't do it well. She doesn't shoot as good as him. Because a lot of people do what Steph Curry do in the NBA, but they don't do it like him. So that don't count. Nobody going around calling nobody else. Oh, say he's just like Steph Curry. No, because they don't do what he does. What he does is do all those stuff very well. She don't do none of that. She don't got handles like him. She don't got a shot like him.
No.
She don't got, even his defense is
good.
Miles ahead of hers. And he's not even known as a good defender. But nobody's saying Steph Curry's a cone.
No.
A lot of people used to call Steph Curry a cone.
Who used to call him a cone?
Who called him a cone?
In 2015, 2016, a lot of people called him a cone.
No, but we know that that makes
calling him a cone.
No, he's not a cone.
They were calling him a cone. Don't do that.
But we know that he's not. But we know he's not.
I want to know who called him a cone. You said
a lot of people, a lot of analysts, brother.
I never heard nothing.
Yeah,
I ain't never heard no analyst.
Oh no, I heard of it, brother. I heard of it, brother. Don't do that.
Bro. That's who matters.
Listen, those two seasons were his best defensive seasons.
Yes.
So anybody calling him a cone for
which
those
two seasons? Which two seasons?
He won back-to-back.
No. Hold the fuck up. Be specific. What two seasons?
The two seasons that he won MVP. You just
2016 and 15.
Yes,
a lot of people were calling him a bad defender at that time. Just because he was leading field doesn't mean he was a good defender.
Now moving the goalpost and saying bad defender.
Man, he moving the goalpost.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were saying he was a cone.
Jacob, happy you play, baby Jacob. You not playing college ball right now. At your age, I was already playing ball. That means, let me tell you something. You talking to a baller. And you know what my history is with professional.
You said you never played college.
Listen, hold on. I say I never played professional basketball. I played in college, but the level that I went was in college. That's my level.
Thank you. Look at what Tiffy said in the comments. Look what Tiffy said in the comments.
What? Listen to what I'm saying. I play basketball, coach basketball. From a coach's perspective, from a player's perspective, brother, stealing the ball is stealing the ball. Defensive attributes and aspects is people playing defense. Now, people that does not play defense well is people who gets blown by continuously. Or a person.
And that's what Steph Curry did in 2015, 2016, bro.
Hold on a second. A person that fouls because they can't slide their foot or they can't keep themselves disciplined is not a good defensive play. Okay, so whatever goalpost you talking about, I'm talking about the Gary Paytons of the world that I learned from, the Isaiah Thomases of the world, the Joe Dumars of the world, those people, Scottie Pippins of the world, those people who I was able to grow up and see what actual defense is, okay, when I grew up. So I understand exactly, extremely, what defense means and what it doesn't mean, because how my upbringing.
Did you just compare 3 defensive players to Steph Curry? Did you just do that?
Brother, no, I didn't. I said, I know what defense is. He's not a cone. We could get up off of this subject.
He was a cone back then, but not now. He was a cone back then.
He played better defense back then than he does now.
No, he didn't.
Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. Go back and look at his defensive win shares. Go look at all his defensive metrics.
Okay, baby Jacob.
Those were his
you
two
got it.
best defensive seasons.
You won. You won, Jacob.
I wasn't the only one that was saying it back then.
You won, man. I can't
say Steph Curry was a good defender. I said he's not known. I said that off rip. He's not known as a good defender.
He's not.
So somebody that's not even known as a good defender got way better defense than Caitlin Clark. That's what I was saying. That was my whole point. You brought
we all know Caitlin Clark is trash on the defensive end. That's not what I'm saying. My issue, and again, it's just my own personal issue because Magic Johnson's my favorite player. So, like, for me, I gotta insist this, for me, the whole Olivia Magic Miles thing, for me, it sounds like saying Caitlin Chef Clark. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's ridiculous. Just because you got ADD, that don't mean nothing for me.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, bro.
So can he call us Showtime?
Yeah, why not? Anything but Magic.
Magic can be used in so many different ways. Like, I don't, but that's his
so
opinion.
Can Chef. If that's the case,
no,
Chef could be used in all type of ways too.
Hey,
whatever.
You can call her
whatever. You're moving the goalposts.
How's that moving the goalposts? They're both
Boy, the women
words
are
on
feisty. Boy, the women are feisty. They coming for the men.
So hold up, no, because she's saying we could use Magic as a variable, but we can't use.
Why you gotta raise your voice?
Why you gotta raise your voice? Call her, BD. Hold on 1 second, y'all. You could call her all what you want to call her, but the eyes don't lie. See that red thing in your mouth? That red thing in your mouth, that lies. But the eyes, what you see, not what you perceive, but what you see, you actually see. That is the truth of the matter. So what I see, I said what I saw. And I'm standing on what I saw, a phenomenal pass, one that can handle the offense.
Did you see what Eagle Brothers did, bro, Clark?
What he say?
He said Fly J Kobe Johnson.
Hey, but Fly J got some attributes like
but yeah, that makes more sense than the Caitlin Chef Clark.
That makes more sense because she got attributes like Kobe. She could slash to the basket.
That's what I'm saying. If Caitlin did at least one thing,
she could take people to the cup. Did you see her tonight?
She does nothing.
She does nothing like Steph Curry. Nothing.
But they think she can shoot like Steph Curry.
No, they don't.
I know she can't because she shoots at a poor percentage. I know.
They don't think that. They know what the numbers are.
I'm not comparing no Caitlin Clark to Steph Curry. It's not a comparison.
BD ain't doing that. BD ain't doing that. I know you.
I was never doing that. All I was saying is the whole Magic. If we could use Magic as a variable, then we could use Chef as a variable. That's all I'm saying.
That's just to him. You know what I mean? That's just in his way. But not ever would I disrespect Steph Curry.
I know.
I guess I know where he's coming from.
It's okay. It's okay. You can try to put people inside of a box. It's okay. They're not in boxes though. Okay.
Right. It's okay. It's all right.
I got
but
tape too.
It's just my. It's just my.
He like to keep people in the inbox, bro, Clyde. He talks like that.
BD ain't even old enough. BD ain't even old enough. I was living and cheering Magic Johnson on when he played.
What do you mean, bro, Claude? I'm 53, sir.
I know you're younger than me. I'm 57.
I'm saying I'm old enough to remember Magic Johnson.
I'm just saying
you didn't. Sorry about that.
You know what? I was 11, so you had to be put your thumb in your mouth, boo-boo, and steal in your pants.
I was 7 when you was 11, sir. You only got me by 4 years, so no.
I know you.
I was watching Voltron and G.I. Joe.
Wait, we reminiscing down memory lane at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And shit.
Talking about Voltron and Captain Crunch and Schoolhouse Rock. What are we doing?
He-Man.
Underdog.
Yeah.
Right.
Magilla Gorilla.
Hey, Heckle and Jekyll.
Heckle and Jekyll, Tom and Jerry.
And Woody the Woodpecker.
Woody Woodpecker. Hey, y'all, we getting up off of here, y'all. I love y'all so much.
Yeah, we getting crazy. And Commander McBragg on the Underdog Show.
Right. Turn on your notifications every time we drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This has been a great panel.
Thank you, bro.
Man, I love you, boy. I appreciate you.
Spicy, especially the ladies.
Listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
I didn't hear you, ADP, but I'm assuming it was something good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You say thank you. Thank you, ADP. Thank you, Baby Paige. Thank you, Tiffany Cole.
It was good.
Thank you, Not For The Week. Not For The Week hung in there. She didn't leave me. Hey, she wins. You a hater. You left me and came back. You went and took a nap and came back. You gonna get it on punishment. But anyway, hey, I see you in here, Nubian Sage, hanging in there with the boys. Listen, y'all. Love you. Appreciate y'all, man. Listen, subscribe, share this channel, share ADP, go over there, hit BD, Big Dog Sports. Y'all go subscribe to these channels, man. Give us some love, show us some love. Hey, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But ADP, as always, I leave as I came with another thing. Hey, we had over 360 people in the building, and it's 264 right now, ADP. Love you.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Hey, we was in the building. Hey, y'all, my favorite anthem, and we gonna roll up out of here.
You gonna dance for us now, bro, Clark?
Hey, Chicago, play tomorrow. Watch and sing and learn. Azure Stevens.
They play at 1.
Playing tomorrow.
Chicago, nigga. Welcome to my city. King Kong. See the bright light skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. More construction.